I am Nando.
And I'm DJ.
And I'm... Diggins.
And this is mostly Nitpicking, a podcast where every week we pick apart a piece of pop culture by looking exclusively at the details. Woo!
You know, I don't know if it was intentional, but Diggins, the way you did, though, that motions on your camera, the way it captured it really mimicked the effect of the movie.
Yeah, it
I
did.
was really impressed.
By which you mean it was a blurry mess that you couldn't see anything in?
Precisely.
Kind of. And that it dropped a lot of frames. So it went from like static image to static image to static image. And that is like an editing technique that this movie does love to do. We'll get to it, but these movies are really interesting when it comes to like the cinematography of them and each movie's general ambition. But yeah, before we get to that, it's been a couple days. How are you guys doing?
Good. I know, schedules have gotten in the way, but it's okay, everyone. Sometimes you don't hear us for a while, and then when you hear us, you're like, I kind of liked not hearing them for a while. Yeah. Why do I do this still?
Yeah.
We really gotta
case scenario.
We gotta be relentless, because otherwise you all realize that there's better uses of your time. Exactly.
And I'm sure there's plenty of podcasts that people listen to that are like ours, but also maybe like a hobby, like playing the guitar or something. People get into that. Yeah. So all that is, I'm excited to hear what everybody did in their useless week. But it's not useless anymore because now we're doing a movie. We're doing the 6th movie in a series that we've done 0 movies of. And we've kind of talked about them a little bit, and I'm the only one that's seen more than one of them. This is Saw 6. Did this one have like a subtitle or anything like that?
Nope. No, it's just Saw 6. Okay. Saw 6. The Saw movies don't generally have subtitles, I've learned.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We had the weird movie. There was like from the Book of Saw.
There was.
It's really just like
Spiral from the Book of Saw.
It's like Saw 2, Saw 3, etc. Until this one. Then it's Saw 3D, and then those 2 weird ones.
Yeah. And I am surprised. And I saw the TV Glow. That one comes pretty late in the franchise. That one, I liked it, but I don't think it. I do feel like they got the lighting right, but I don't think the rest of it really syncs up with the other ones.
Yeah, it was a huge departure. I understand why they didn't ask Jane Schoenberg back for the next one.
It's a shame. DJ, have you seen that movie?
No, I haven't. I'm sorry. Uncultured
DJ's scared that it will awaken something in him.
I was going to say, it's a movie about, well, I mean, not allegedly, but like there's certain people that don't see all the analogy in it, but some people would say it's a movie about trans people. But it's kind of like the movie about trans people that like normal people see. Saw is the movie about trans people that crazy people see, like that. This is what we just watched is what they think happens at like gender clinics and stuff. Like a guy comes on and asks you how much you love your husband or whatever, and then you have to cut off your head and then you die. Mostly everybody dies. They let children do it. It's crazy.
Do you want to chop off your penis?
Exactly.
Do you want to mangle yourself right now?
We'll get to it later. There was a moment in this movie where I thought that might happen.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm curious. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And there's a lot of great stuff in there. Before we get to that, DJ, we had news. What was the news?
What was the news? Well, I have related news, I guess. So we're doing this Saw, I think because 2 years ago, this was one of the March Madness winners, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Something like that.
And since we last got together, we have March Madness winners.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
I would love to talk about, because that counts as news, right?
Sure,
podcast news.
Sure is. Now, Nando, I think one of the winners, did they reach out to you? I should have had this pulled up.
I think I saw their post on I think the Discord, but they may have also reached out to me. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, I believe it was because we'll start with the women first. In the women's bracket, Jungle 321, Jungle 1, just barely eking out Roger. Who I think got second place again, which is just a real bummer. So congratulations to Jungle 321 Jungle for winning the women's bracket. And for the men's bracket, It just says B movie, so does that mean we have to do B movie?
I mean, that's probably pretty good. Of like,
I would do B movie.
I would like to do B movie. Yeah, I don't think we need a list from that person. I would just like to do B movie. I think we just pencil that one
I've
in.
seen B movie already, so
I haven't.
That one I've also seen, but you've never seen B movie?
I've never seen B movie. That's also kind of why I want to do it. That'll be good.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, we'll see, but like, I think you'll like it a lot. I think you'll be interested in it, or like you'll find it.
I think
compelling.
It might make you feel new and interesting things that you've never felt before.
Oh,
that's the other thing. Yeah, it's definitely awakened things in you.
I'm excited to do it in potentially 2 years, right? The way these work, we'll do B movie.
Maybe and 2 years or immediately. Those are our two speeds.
Yeah.
That's the only option.
The thing with that one is we have to watch it before bees go extinct, which is something that I keep hearing is going to happen every day and stuff. So
they're getting better, I think.
Our listeners will understand it. I think so,
they're
too.
They're getting better, Nando. And in fact, they're getting so much better that a plague of them descended upon Israel the other day.
Did they really? That's awesome.
There was genuinely a huge swarm of bees in Israel the other day.
Do you think they should read into that? I'm not saying that,
I mean, we have a lot of swarms of stuff in America. We read into it a little too much, I think, but we should also read into it a little bit.
We should not read into it.
Oh,
yeah.
There's a lot of, in the Bible or the, whatever equivalent, there's just a lot of stuff on plagues and stuff and insects. So, it's just,
yeah.
I think it's just something to look out for. Look, if there's another one, they should really think about it, is all I'm going to say. I know it was locusts.
That's a good point.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah. One plague could be a fluke, but if you get 2 or 3 plagues, then you got to start thinking about things.
Yeah.
What was Moses? Sure. Like 7 plagues, right? Or there were 7 like things? Yeah. So like by that point, he's beating you over the head with it. But like in the beginning, I get why you're like, the river's all bloody, but maybe that's because of the blood factory upstream or something. Like, I don't really know. I don't want to look like an idiot and be like, oh, this is because of this one guy. But yeah. And so congratulations to those people that won. Was it a good? I didn't really watch much March Madness. Was it a good March Madness?
I didn't watch either. So congratulations to Michigan and UCLA in the men's and women's respectively. I don't know. Like, I usually watch, but I got busy. And like the games I caught here and there, the crazy one, oh God, it was UConn and Duke. Yeah. That was like the crazy game where Duke kind of boofed it and UConn won in like a pretty astounding fashion. That I saw that, but that was about it.
You didn't force Disruptor and Rocky to watch all the basketball games with you?
No, it's like early. I'm really since you brought it up, Diggins, I'm really trying to get Disruptor into baseball because we're doing a couple baseball trips this summer, and I'm like, I need him to just like, I mean, we're going in like 2 weeks to watch the Savannah Bananas, and that's like just a kid's show.
Oh, nice. So, yeah, Savannah Bananas are no adults love it too. It's sick. I would love to.
I'm sorry. It's
have a
easier
great time with the Savannah Bananas, but yeah,
I think it's easier for kids to get into Savannah Bananas. I think when I take him to a regular baseball game, he's gonna be like, "Why aren't they doing backflips?" I'll be like, "Well, that's the other one."
Where's all the dancing? Diggins, do you know what the Savannah Bananas are?
They're like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball, right?
Yeah.
They're not as rigged as the Harlem Globetrotters. They are legitimate
how dare
games.
You? They're just great athletes who manage to, consistently beat the Washington Generals.
Yeah, they're not allowed to like bring a motorcycle onto the field to run the bases fast or whatever, even though that'd be pretty sick. There's a guy on stilts, but I don't think that really gives him much of an advantage. If anything, it's a hindrance. But there's like a whole league of them now. There's like 4 or 5 teams that all play each other. 6 of them? Okay, yeah. And they sell out like stadiums around the country.
It's crazy.
Huge acts.
It's crazy. I'm really excited.
Yeah, they do like little dances, and if you flip and do a backflip before you catch a ball, it counts as 2 or something. Like there's all kinds of other rules.
You're not allowed to bunt.
Yeah, there's stuff like that. It's great. And it was made by a guy who was like, baseball's boring, I don't like it. So we hired a bunch of minor leaguers that kind of couldn't play Major League for whatever reason. So there'll be a movie of this in like 2 years maybe, and then we'll be really sick of it. So you got to really enjoy it now.
That's
before
true.
like they fucking cast. I mean, honestly, looking at the guy that's in charge of the Savannah Bananas, without like no shade to the guy, Adam Driver would be a pretty good cast for him. And
oh man, that's good.
But yeah,
that's really good.
Otherwise, I'd say,
are they going to make a movie or are they going to meet Scooby Doo?
Oh, that would be pretty cool. Scooby Doo. In the like origins of Scooby Doo, Fred was a jock, right? Did Fred play a sport?
I don't think they ever really said.
Would have been like polo, right? Like, cause he was like a country club kid.
I'm trying to remember what that.
Shaggy is the rich kid, actually.
That's true,
Right,
and so is Daphne, right? They're both like pretty.
Daphne's also comes from money.
Because I think it's Daphne's van or something like that. But Norville's like, surprisingly wealthy. But I'm pretty sure in that Velma show, they did something to the canon, and everyone hated it. We're getting a new one of those though. Did you see? We're making Velma but now it's Daphne, I think, or something, and it's live action.
Same Mindy Kaling and
different guys. McKenna Grace is playing one of them.
Really?
Yeah, it's a big deal. They're
interesting.
They're probably going to shoot it soon because they just cast all the guys. Here, I'll find a list. I don't think any of them besides McKenna Grace are like names that you would recognize. Yeah, it's called Scooby-Doo Origins. It's a show. It's going to take 8 episodes. At Camp Ruby Spears, Shaggy and Daphne investigate a Great Dane puppy linked to a supernatural murder. With Velma and new arrival Fred, they face a mystery that could reveal their hidden secrets. So there's that. And then we got McKenna Grace. We got Abby Ryder Fortson playing Velma. Let's see. She looks kind of familiar. I think she's the Ant-Man kid, the one that they fired for being too young. She's original Cassie. And then you got Maxwell Jenkins is the Fred. He does not look incredibly familiar, so I don't know. He was in the Lost in Space show, not the movie with Joey, the show that they redid. So that was pretty cool.
Sorry, with who?
Sensei. Oh, Joey. What is his name? He's from the show Friends. I call him Joey because of, I guess, just because it's his character's name. On Friends.
You're talking about Matt LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc. Yeah, that's the one. I always get him confused because there's 2 Matts.
Okay.
Did you see he's getting a new show too? He's got a new show called like it's the fucking. I mean, maybe it'll be good. You know, it could be good. Anything could be good. But it's a cop show where the name of the show is like a word that's also the cop's last name, I think, and like that's always a bad sign. But sometimes those go on for like 200 seasons. It's a dangerous word, DJ. So you look for, and they just announced it like yesterday. I think it's something if you have to kind of
it's a slur.
It's brand new. No, it's called Flint. That's it. It's in CBS. Yeah,
of course it is.
It is. Flint tells the story of a burnt-out LAPD detective on the verge of retirement. He's blindsided when the city extends his service by 5 years. Determined to get fired, he breaks rules and disobeys orders, which, to his dismay, makes him an even better cop. That could be funny if it's good, because I like that premise actually.
Guys, Jerry Bruckheimer's production company's doing it. So
wow, this sounds like it could be a plot. If Joey ever got a spin-off show, this sounds like this TV show could be a plot in it.
Oh, do you think that's what they're doing? They're finally making a Joey spin-off show, but they're pretending it's this. This is like a, Nathan For You or like, Nirvana the Band, the show kind of like on us. Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
I would say that like reading that summary, I'm like, oh, that could be a really funny show. My only explanation for why it's not is that it's apparently produced by the guy that made all the 24s. And it is just described as a drama, so it's not going to be cool. But like a show where like a guy is like, I'm going to be an extra bad cop and like starts, badgering witnesses and planting evidence, and all the cops are like, all right, Johnny's stepping up. And then they give him promotion. That could be really funny. Yeah. Someone should do that. There's still time. They haven't even announced this on IMDb yet, so it barely counts.
This is wild.
And then the other kid, so that's Maxwell Jenkins was the other one. Tanner Hagen is Shaggy. He seems like, he's on one episode of The Pit, so I don't know what that is, but like he's not like a main guy. Nothing I'm recognizing him from, but all these kids, I'm sure, are like the hot young kids who are gonna like be in everything in 2 years. I mean, McKenna Grace is kind of already that. But
Well, fun fact, do you know she? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Paul Walter Hauser's also in it, but we don't know who he's playing, so it's probably the Mole Man. Like it wasn't.
You mean
Fantastic
the star of Balls Up?
That's right, the star of Balls Up. Yeah, I'm not excited for Balls Up because it looks really bad, but I like the idea of a comedy starring Mark Wahlberg. Those were fun. Like, and I assume this is a comedy. I haven't watched the trailers for it.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're watching any of the NBA basketball on Prime, every fucking commercial break, it's the Balls Up commercial. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I really think the sports people are going to watch it.
It's a Farrelly Brothers movie, or it's a Peter Farrelly movie. So like, it's like kind of those, you know, there's something about Mary, like that era of screwball comedy. Yeah. Oh, and Green Book, apparently. So you never know. I didn't know it could be anything. Yeah, it could be anything. Maybe they'll solve racism.
I was about to say, yeah.
I was going to say, fun fact about McKenna Grace. Did you guys know she's in the Paw Patrol movies?
I did.
As a Paw Patrol?
Yeah, she's Sky, the pink one. I find it baffling because she's like the only like famous person in it that doesn't do like a cameo, because the rest of the dogs just are like the regular kid actors. But like, yeah, are they just paying her? Like, do they think that like McKenna Grace, like, oh, the kids are gonna come out to see Paw Patrol because McKenna Grace? Like, I don't know why she's in those movies. I find it baffling.
I mean, I genuinely don't understand. Well, I don't understand. I could totally understand why she would be good in it, or like why it would make sense. But yeah, part of me assumed that she did like an older one of these. Like she was in, you know, kind of like a Lacey Chabert Family Guy situation. And then when she got famous, they're like, let's call her back up. But it's not that. Nope. She's never in anything like that before.
They like, yeah, like the regular Sky voice act. Like, I feel bad for her, but she's just like not in it. They cast McKenna Grace instead, and all the other ones are their normal voice actors. Right, it's awful, but
she is like, I'm looking at her IMDb now. She's got 6 projects in the works. She's got so there's this Scooby-Doo thing, and then another Scooby-Doo thing that's like some sort of probably like little spinoff or whatever. Paw Patrol movie, the new Hunger Games movie that is coming out this year. That looks pretty good. Something called 99 Days, something called Nowhere Game. But yeah, she was just in a Scream movie. She was just in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We all remember that. Yeah, Paw Patrol. Those stupid Ghostbusters movies, like she's kids everywhere. She was young Madison in Malignant, love that, and she was, and this is the fun part, young Daphne in Scoob. So she does have some Scoob excellence. Like she's proven herself.
They were getting her ready to ascend the Daphne throne.
Exactly. Yeah, this kid, she has, and by kid, she's probably like in her 20s or whatever, but she has so many 19. Roles that are like, okay.
She was born in 2006, which is just the worst.
If you look at her IMDb page, it's all like young I, Tonya in I, Tonya, young Captain Marvel in Captain Marvel, young Theo in Haunting of Hill House, young Sabrina Spellman in Chilling Effects to Sabrina. Like, she did that so much in the last couple of years, but now she's probably in like the teenage Captain Marvel phase. So good for her. But yeah, we should probably. I mean, it's a show, so we probably won't do it on this. I guess we'll do the Hunger Games movie when that comes out. So that'll be our next McKenna Grace.
No, let's do Paw Patrol. I think we should do a Paw Patrol movie. I think it'll be sick.
I'm sure they'd be interesting. The Dino movie is this year, apparently.
I would be so sure, Nando.
That's fair. I think it would be interesting to make us watch it. I don't necessarily think it would be an interesting movie experience. However, have you seen the cast for this? Because like, maybe the old ones didn't have famous people, but this one, for some reason, has quite a few famous people in it. This seems like a joke. No, this is real. Okay. This is a real IMDb page. I just checked. McKenna Grace. Okay. These are the rest of the guys. You got Fortune Femster, comedian and stuff, from Zootopia 2. We love her. Terry Crews, Jamila Jamil, Jennifer Hudson, Paris Hilton, Snoop Dogg, and Bill Nye the Science Guy. Are all in the next Paw Patrol movie.
What I will say is what they typically do is they have these very famous people like have a very bit part, like in the superhero one. Kim Kardashian was in it. Kristen Bell, James Marsden was in it. But they're all these like bit parts. Serena Williams was in the last one. But yeah, they're in it for like a second. So they just probably get them to record a line and then they throw them in.
Good for them.
But the other ones happen in like a town. This one happens in the jungle. So it'll be interesting, like how they do that.
Part of me assumes some of these guys are going to be dinosaurs or something. If the dinosaurs can speak,
that makes sense. Yeah.
And you know, I don't know which ones will be the main ones. I feel like Fortune Femster, that seems like a dinosaur role. Terry Crews will probably be a T-Rex or something. And then, I don't know, what kind of dinosaur do you think Paris Hilton's going to play in this? What kind of dinosaur do you think Snoop Dogg's going to play in this? Let's pick a dinosaur for those two.
What's the dinosaur that gets high all the time?
I mean, a pterodactyl, right? Or that's not technically a dinosaur, but like,
but
they're high up.
I was going to say Diplodocus.
Diplodocus. Ooh, which one is that?
That's the one.
Diplodocus.
What?
Diplodocus.
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 Is that how it's pronounced?
Oh,
I don't know. I think so.
Hold on. Well, you're saying this like it's a real guy. It's like, no, he actually went by Diplodocus because he's from Greece. Hold on. Oh, there was like a button, and in case we Google Diplodocus, it plays, and I probably isn't recording my screen for this, and I can't figure out how to turn it off, which is really weird. But like if you Google it, so it shows the word Diplodocus, dinosaur, a bunch of pictures, and then a little button that has like a speaker on it. So I'm like, oh, that's gonna tell me how it's pronounced, and it's just Diplodocus sounds and sloshing around and stuff, as if they saw one and like recorded it real quick. So I really don't know how to pronounce this thing. I will say one of them is called Dippy. That was the name of one of the skeletons in the Carnegie Museum of Natural History. So I assume Diplodocus is probably it's probably based off of that root word, right? Like that's why they called it that. That's my guess.
Well, but both of ours started with dip. So that doesn't help.
Wasn't one of you Diplodocus or? Oh,
no, I said Diplodocus.
Oh, you know what? I have a feeling based on this thing, all are acceptable.
Is that the Diplo dinosaur?
Yeah, I mean that's the. I was gonna say, yeah, Diplo is right? A different outfit, but it could definitely Snoop Dogg. I don't know if Snoop's ever collaborated with Diplo, but probably they're both in the industry. Yeah, reincarnated 7th album or 12th studio album by American rapper Snoop Dogg. His sole release using his reggae persona Snoop Wild, and Diplo had a song on it. It looks like or something. So that's a great answer. What about you, Diggins? What do you think Paris Hilton will be? What dinosaur or creature from the olden times? To be fair, saber-toothed tigers.
What's the sexiest dinosaur?
Have they ever made a dinosaur movie with a Lola Bunny dinosaur in it? I'm sure. Hold on. I'm gonna Google sexy dinosaur. We're just gonna see what comes up.
Nando, it's nice of you to jump on this grenade for us.
It's mostly women in sexy dinosaur costumes as like Halloween costumes that are like a bodysuit and then a dinosaur head. Vice has a question on, so like Vice, this is for 2012, and it's just which dinosaur is the sexiest. And these guys are just like kind of going at it, man. One of them says a Velociraptor. Velociraptor's pretty good. One of them says Barney.
What about the one that spits acid from the first Jurassic Park? What's that one called?
Yeah, that I cannot remember. I used to be such a dinosaur kid. Did any of yours have dinosaur fever yet?
No, not really. It's I mean, Rocky, it's nothing because it's so young. But Disruptor, it's all cars, like cars and the construction vehicles. Right. It's like a lot of that stuff. Not more mechanical, less biological.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so, Dilophosaurus.
Dilophosaur. Okay. Do you think that would be Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
Because of well, I think I don't know if this counts. It probably doesn't count. But because they're not prehistoric, obviously they're I don't know when though creatures like this existed, but some sort of monkey, like an ape or something like that.
I don't think apes existed, but there were like mammalian creatures.
Right, so proto-apes, and then hers would be wearing a striped shirt and a little hat because it reminds me of her. That would be what I would hope Paris Hilton could get.
What sort of emotion do you think it would be exhibiting?
Kind kind of not too much of anything really. I would say it's a
just sort of like not interested
unexcited.
in a lot of what.
Yeah,
not interested
like
in a lot of what was going on.
Yeah, what's the word? Aloof ape, aloof proto ape, and then yeah, she could be that. You remember that show? Do you guys watch that show Dinosaurs?
Yes.
Oh, with the puppets, yeah.
Yeah, did they ever do like a sexy one? Because they were like humanoid. I bet there's like
I'm sure there was a sexy dinosaur in that show at some point.
Right? So maybe that. People are listening in. Or there was that movie Dinosaur from 2000. I bet they have somebody with a surprisingly sexy voice in one of the roles. Like, nope, absolutely not. Wow. Alfre Woodard. There's one. She's cool, I guess. I don't know. Kind of expecting to open this up, and then it's like, oh, there's Scarlett Johansson for some reason. Hayden Panettiere, you remember her? She plays Sori in that. That's a name.
I mean, maybe that's what dinosaurs named themselves. We don't know.
That's true. And I mean, in those, I think they did. Yeah. And that's the best look at them I've got. Although there is a new, very popular dinosaur show out now. Oh man, the cast for this dinosaur show. I mean, not a lot of them are exciting, but Sally Struthers, who I don't know who she is. Jessica Walter was on this dinosaur show, and Sherman Hemsley was on this dinosaur show. What an all-star cast. I wonder if they had to like be on set and like how that worked, because it's pretty weird.
I don't know. I don't know if they just recorded the dialogue later, or if the actors were on set to like say lines to cue the puppeteers. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. If anybody was part of that set, let us know. But I mean, yeah, as a Gilmore Girls fan from back in the day, I bet being one of the dinosaurs makes her automatically the sexiest one. But I don't know which one that is in the show, so I'll just have to take their word for it. Speaking of sexy, this is a pretty sexy movie when you really ignore it and then look at something else.
I was gonna say
that's a good way to get something out of this movie. Let's talk about this movie. Diggins as the person, Diggins, right? As the person who remembers more bills. You take it away and kind of describe what we're doing, what the movie is, and such.
Certainly. So we're doing a little movie called Saw 6 today, as we said before. And here at Mostly Nitpicking, we like to play a little game called the IMDb, B as in spelling bee, where my two esteemed co-hosts have to try to guess what the IMDb summary for this movie is. Now, you might be asking yourselves, where does IMDb get those summaries from? Well, I will tell you, about one in every million people can hear a sound that no one else can hear. Now, what that sound manifests on is different from every single person. Some people describe it as a kind of like ringing noise. Some people say it's like a distant howling. It varies. But all of these people, great expenses paid by John IMDb, the founder of IMDb.com, to track all these people down and bring them to IMDb.com headquarters, where a seance is held to sort of help that person channel their spiritual connection to the noise. And through the seance, John IMDb is able to connect with the entity that empowers the noise that this person can hear. And he asks them to summarize a single movie, which is then written down by the interns and put on IMDb.com. Now, every entity for every single person who can hear this noise will only say one movie. So they got to keep finding new people all the time.
Mm.
But eventually they're going to get all the movies. And then we move on to the next phase of the noises plan. And who knows what that might be.
Wow.
But until then,
terrifying.
We got a bunch of movie summaries. And I have the one for Saw 6 right here, and I don't think the seance for this one went very well.
Oh.
It's not. It's both too detailed and not detailed enough, and also wrong.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I can see how that could work with this. Also, real quick, I just want to get this out of the way. Charlene Sinclair, the member of the Dinosaurs played by Sally Struthers, is not the sexiest one because she is canonically 12. So I just found that out from looking at a picture. No. And if you're a 12-year-old dinosaur, maybe you would think that. And that's fine, but yeah.
But for us adult men,
dinosaurs
no way.
For us. Yeah. I'm like thinking Fran Sinclair probably based on the name. Yeah, that's an adult. She's got baby. She's holding a baby. Anyway, so it's not good, but it's also got too many details. Okay.
That's right.
That's
now,
tough.
Nando, as last week's loser, you get to decide who goes first.
I'd like to go second because I'm guess it's take me a second to figure this one out.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I got it. After ensuring the death of Agent Strom, Detective Hoffman has completed his takeover as the new Jigsaw. His next game, testing the CEO of an insurance company to show him the folly of his ways and teach him a lesson once and for all.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say after killing. Okay. I don't want to start with after the events of Saw 5, but let's say.
But these are after the events of Saw 5.
It is after the events of Saw 5.
Are they? Are we sure?
No. Yeah, some of them. Some of them maybe. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, anyway, after the events of Saw 5,
nice.
Detective Hoffman is ascended to the seat of Jigsaw is ascended to become Jigsaw, and his first puzzle is getting revenge on an insurance company that denied the original Saw, John Kramer, his coverage, and he wants to teach him a lesson about how much they value human life. That's all I got.
Neither of you did great. I think one of you did slightly better.
Okay.
But, I think we might need to go to a tiebreaker.
Oh, do we, Diggins?
You'll never believe
it. Having watched Saw, it's all gone to your head, and you're like, it would be fun to be on a computer and then watch them do it. It's
God! What? No, what's this cage that's lowering in my background?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
Do you want to play a tiebreaker?
Oh, I don't have a choice.
Nando hates everyone. Nando's a loser. He kills dogs.
I have so many kids and secret kids that you don't even know about. However many DJ has plus, I have that plus 10. So there you go.
Well, Nando, you're in here for being a deadbeat dad.
Damn. You really can't win with you, can you, Saw?
Nope.
Kind of feels like you just want to kill a bunch of us, but hey, we'll get to it.
Well, maybe we'll talk about that later. But first, let me read the actual summary on IMDb.com.
Yes, please.
The key thing that both of you missed is that I did say it was wrong.
Yeah.
So Agent Strom is dead, and FBI agent Erickson draws nearer to Hoffman. Meanwhile, a pair of insurance executives find themselves in another game set by Jigsaw.
Oh,
what?
Okay. It's like the first scene, but not the rest of it. Like, that's interesting.
Huh.
Because that is what the first ones weren't part of the thing. No. They were something else.
They were payday lenders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
they weren't payday lenders. They were subprime mortgage lenders.
They were subprime mortgages. Yeah, they big shorted them. So, yeah. So, yeah, they got that wrong. Right. And also couldn't fucking kill me to remember the name of the third cop that wasn't Strom or Hoffman. Like, there's no way.
Fuck that.
That's my game. Just pull the triggers, Jigsaw. I'll never figure it out.
Well, we're gonna play a game now. So, this movie is Saw 6, and it has a lot of references to the continuity of the Saw franchise.
Oh, no.
It does.
but that's not the tactic that every film series takes. So,
Okay.
I've gathered here before me the IMDb summaries for the 6th entry in 20 different film franchises.
God damn it.
Okay, I like this. This sounds good.
I am going to censor all proper nouns or anything that would make it too obvious.
Love it.
And you will have to identify both the film franchise and, for a second point, the exact name of the movie. Now, I'm going to be strict about this one. You can't just say franchise 6, even if that's part of it. You need the subtitle and everything.
Yeah. Fuck.
20?
Okay, well, that sounds
Diggins,
good.
20?
20 questions. That's right.
God.
Wow.
Now, we're going to do this slightly faster than before because we're going to do alternating questions with a chance to steal if the other person gets it wrong.
Smart.
I like
That's
that.
great. Yeah.
And then the
I
other
like
one
that
can
too.
badger them if they're taking too long.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
right.
That's a lot. Okay, good.
Hell yeah.
All right. Do you understand the rules?
Yes.
I think so. It's never
you do the
stopped
voice the whole
Jigsaw
time. It's gonna
before.
be murder on your throat.
That's
Yeah.
right. I'm not going to be able to talk by the end of
Here,
this.
hold on. I'm going to use this podcast descrambling voice technology so it'll sound like regular Diggins. Hold on. Just turning the dials here. It's Diggins again. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah.
Okay, guys, are you ready?
Okay.
Oh my God, Diggins just Jigsaw. It's so clear
Incredible.
to me now.
Oh, damn it.
Now let's
Oh,
get
I thought
all
I
the
could
people in
find
those
one.
interviews. Get everybody. Everybody that ever said mean things about the company they work for, they're done, baby. We're going to get them.
Then now we can finally get Robert Jinx or whatever the hell his name was.
Yeah. Robert Durst.
Robert
The
Durst, that's
Jinx.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Nando, as last week's loser, you get to decide who gets asked one of these first.
I'll go first. This seems like this is fun. I want to try it. And
Okay.
feel pretty good about it.
All right. So, here we go. An architect brings home a mysterious old clock, not knowing that it's haunted by the demonic presence of the blank. Soon, the clock begins to alter time and space and starts to possess members of the household. So this is the 6th entry in some franchise.
Yep. I'm going to say, and I don't know anything about these movies, but I think this is kind of the vibe of them. I'm going to say this is the 6th Hellraiser movie. And I'm going to say it's called Hellraiser 6 because I really don't even have a guess.
I'm sorry, Nando, that is incorrect. Which means
DJ, you
DJ,
wanna take a shot.
you got a chance to steal.
I'm gonna guess it's the 6th Conjuring movie. Cause, why not?
Got a stab at the name?
Conjuring, the Cursed Clock.
All right. I'm afraid those are both incorrect. This is the 6th Amityville movie.
Oh, okay.
And you'll never guess the name of this one. This is the actual full name on the poster of this movie.
Is it Amityville, but it's VI or like capitalized, like in a Resident Evil game? Because I love that.
No.
So they should
it's
really
much
use
dumber.
it. Okay.
Amityville 1992. It's about time.
Oh, you weren't that bad with the clock guess, TJ. I feel like a couple more guesses, you probably would have got that part.
Is there a
they made
chance
a
that
lot of
we've
those movies.
not seen a lot of these movies? Because I ain't seen that.
This is probably the most obscure one on this list.
Okay, thank God.
Or maybe one, like, top 3, definitely.
Okay.
I'm betting we've heard about these movies, but we just haven't seen.
Yeah, that's fine.
I maybe have never seen any of them, but yeah.
I randomized the order, so kind of bad luck that we started with the really obscure one.
All right.
I remember watching that trailer for the new Amityville horror movie where Ryan Reynolds had his shirt off and everybody was like, whoa, that guy's got his shirt off. I remember that?
Whoa.
That's a big deal. That was the first time he was like sexy guy on screen. Look what happened. Big mistake.
So that is 0 points for both of you. So great. DJ, it's your turn now.
Sounds good.
In 2029, an Air Force astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet where blank dominate a race of primitive humans.
Okay. So I'm gonna go. It's gotta be Planet of the Apes, right? I'm gonna go Planet of the Apes, and I don't know, Planet of the Apes 6. No, Planet of the Apes Conquering. I don't know, just whatever.
The franchise is Planet of the Apes. That is correct. However, you did not get the name of this movie right. So, Nando, we're going to go to you.
Nice.
Yeah, I think this one is called Planet of the Apes, and I think it might be the Mark Wahlberg one. It's so generic.
That is correct. The sixth Planet of the Apes movie was the Mark Wahlberg remake, and it is just called Planet of the Apes.
Damn.
I can't remember. We did that on the pod, right? At some point.
We did, yes.
We did.
Yeah.
So you've heard this summary before?
So I can't say...
technically.
I can't say Planet of the Apes. I would have had to say Planet of the Apes, Mark Wahlberg remake, blah, blah, blah.
No, you specifically... Yeah. You get Planet of the Apes as the franchise, and then for the title of the movie, you said Planet of the Apes Conquers.
But if I said, like, Planet of the Apes, I would have gotten the point?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
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 It's a good one. They made a lot of those movies.
Now, you did get... You got the point... You got the point for saying the franchise.
We're
so you both got 1 point.
Nice. Going in tied again. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Nando, moving on to your next one. On the eve of retirement, blank are charged with assassinating the blank and imprisoned. The blank crew must help them escape to thwart a conspiracy aimed at sabotaging the last best hope for peace.
Okay. Can I hear that one more time?
On the eve of retirement, blank are charged with assassinating the blank and imprisoned. The blank crew must help them escape to thwart a conspiracy aimed at sabotaging the last best hope for peace.
Oof. The blank crew is really throwing me. I'm gonna say what's like a... I'm trying to think of a franchise. So it's retiring, so they're probably a cop. But it's not... Well... Is this the sixth Die Hard movie or something? Is this the one that was called McClane? I don't know if they even made that one yet.
That is incorrect, Nando. That is not the movie. So, DJ, you have a chance to steal.
I think I know the franchise. Oh, shot. I know the name. Is it Star Trek?
It is Star Trek. Do you know the name of the movie?
Good one.
I just have to say Star Trek 6 and cross my fingers.
Unfortunately, there is a subtitle, so I cannot give it to you.
Fuck. What is it?
Good one.
It is Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country.
Yeah, ain't no way.
I've heard that before, but I had no idea it was about that. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What were the? DJ, can you read that one to me? Because I want to hear the full summary.
Like with the things, yeah.
Sure. On the eve of retirement, Kirk and McCoy are charged with assassinating the Klingon High Chancellor and imprisoned. The Enterprise crew must help them escape to thwart a conspiracy, etc., etc.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting.
All right. So DJ pulls ahead with that one.
Mm-hmm.
And DJ, it is now your turn.
Okay.
So you've got... Blank is contacted by his alien family through his breakfast cereal. But when the men in black kidnap him, it's up to Blank and the gang to rescue Blank and help him reunite with his long-lost family.
This
is the sixth movie in a franchise.
Can we hear it one more time?
Yeah, I have a guess.
Blank is contacted by his alien family through his breakfast cereal. But when the men in black kidnap him, it's up to Blank and the gang to rescue Blank and help him reunite with his long-lost family.
I don't know if these were fucking movies, but I'm just gonna guess Alf. Alf 6.
Oh, that would be a good one.
I want to live in the world where there were 6 Alf movies.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. I have tried really hard to not count TV movies, to be clear. So
All right. Well, whatever. It's I don't know. Regardless, I have a better answer. So Nando,
chance
I'll
to
take
steal.
a guess because I also don't have an incredible answer, but I'm going to say maybe. I know there were a couple of these. I don't know if we got to 6. I'm going to say this is the 6th Gremlins movie. And it's called Gremlins 6, as far as I'm concerned.
No, that is incorrect. Also, I feel like you're both going to be kicking yourselves when I tell you.
100%.
This was Muppets from Space.
fuck.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Fuck.
That makes sense.
That
Gonzo
hurts.
is contacted by
Yeah.
his alien family.
Shit.
And it's up to Kermit and the gang to rescue him.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
All right.
It's a tough one.
Damn. Oh, yeah. That's tough.
All right. Well, Nando, that might have been a tough one, but you're about to get an easy one.
That's
Softball.
I deserve it for my heroism.
So Nando, yours is, as the blank nears its end, blank pursues a new threat, while blank is lured by blank into a sinister plot for galactic domination.
Okay. Hold on a second.
A lot of proper nouns in this one.
Yeah, as blank nears its end. Say it one more time.
As the blank nears its end, Obi-Wan.
Oh, that was going to be my guess.
I knew it was.
That was going to be my guess. Yeah, I was leading towards Star Wars. I was just trying to figure out what 6 would be. Like, and then I wanted to hear more details because I was like, I think it's the third one. Like,
right,
but I was like,
because of course,
how do you
right?
count them?
It is the third one, by the way, but it
I would
doesn't
have to
matter.
imagine. Yeah.
Well, that's on me. That's on
okay.
me.
That's fine. Yeah.
So nobody gets a point for that one.
That hurts, Nando.
Because I
if
screwed
you
up.
lose, you're gonna put Dickens in a real Saw game. What would it be? What's the game? It was like it would be you have to read something, and if you like mess up every time you get, I don't know, you have to like
you're like
cut
you
out
watch
your
a movie
tongue.
and it would electrocute you or something, and then you cut your fingers off. Maybe.
Yeah, you need to learn a lesson for
Type with them.
giving an answer away or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in a Saw game, Dickens.
Sorry, Nando. I mean, should I give Nando another one now, or should I go to DJ? What do we think?
No, give Nando another one.
Just get a different one. Yeah.
All right.
It'll be
it's not
19
gonna
in total. It'll
now,
be fine.
because now I have 19.
Oh, whatever.
But whatever.
It doesn't matter.
You guys have a chance to steal. Okay. So, Nando, here's your new one, because I messed up. 2 bumbling Americans stumble on the discovery of a lifetime when their search for a blank leads them to a sacred medallion that holds the key to buried treasure.
2 bumbling Americans are searching for something, and they end up with very Oh, is this oh, I can never remember which ones they are. Okay, hold on.
Well, you remember one of them is just the franchise. So if you think you can say
I
the
know.
franchise.
If it's what I think it is, there's 2 things that this is that I very frequently mix up in my head. If it's not, then I'm risking nothing. But I'm going to say Abbott and Costello. This is their movies, and then this would be Abbott and Costello versus the Mummy.
Nando, you're actually really close, but you are wrong on both counts.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Oh no!
All right, DJ, you want to take a shot?
I don't know what I know dick about Abbott and Costello. I mean, is it like I was gonna guess like National Lampoon as the franchise, and I don't know.
It's a good one.
National Lampoon.
Is that your guess?
6, The Mummy. Yeah, that's my guess.
Okay, no. Nando, you were so close, but the franchise is actually The Mummy, not Abbott and Costello.
Oh.
Shit!
And the name of the movie is Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy.
Meet
Holy
the Mummy. That's right. They didn't first.
I
they
did say I
met
would be
them.
strict on these names.
That's fair. No, that's
Damn.
fair.
That's brutal.
Oof,
That's brutal.
So you got it, but you said
I feel
both
so
things
bad for
wrong.
Nando. I I kind of do. I don't.
So they
Dickens
made
are gonna get
6
bonus
Mummy
on it.
movies by then. Wow. Because when did that come out?
Oh.
Like in like the 50s or something? Like
Something like that. They made a ton of Mummy movies. There's
that's
so many
true.
Mummy movies.
It's good to know that. I'm gonna keep that
New one coming out
that
soon.
franchise and those franchises in my head. Yeah, one came out like today, I think. So
Yeah,
nobody
pretty
likes
much.
it. Well, some people like it.
All right, so DJ, we are moving on to you now.
It's me.
one I've got for you is the crazy and comical blank, otherwise known as blank, tries to wrangle her fighting family together for a family dinner regarding the health of her niece blank.
Oh, no. Can you read it?
Can you read it one more time? Yeah.
Yeah, but don't say any of the details.
Try it. Yeah.
The crazy and comical blank, otherwise known as blank, tries to wrangle her fighting family together for a family dinner regarding the health of her niece blank. To be honest, there's only one of these that would really give it away. It's not like Star Wars.
I'm like, oh man. See, I like. I'm like, it's a. All right. This is gonna be the bank job, but I'm just gonna guess National Lampoon again. I'll be like National Lampoon's Family Dinner.
All right, that's incorrect. Nando, do you have a chance to steal?
So it's a woman, an aunt, so an adult woman that's funny and bumbling. So I cannot for the life of me think of one of these that's a movie, and I don't think they made these books into movies, but I'm going to say, is this the Amelia Bedelia sixth secret movie of those that I've never seen? And then is it called Amelia Bedelia 6?
No, Nando, I'm sorry. Your instincts were correct, but they may have led you astray here because this is the 6th Medea movie.
Oh, man.
Sure, yeah.
And it's called Medea's Big Happy Family.
Yeah.
All right, so Nando,
Tyler Perry should make Amelia Bedelia movies instead. Although he'd probably use AI or something. So fuck him. But yeah.
It's your turn now, Nando. For this one, following clues to the origin of mankind, a team finds a structure on a distant moon, but they soon realize they are not alone.
Okay, I feel good about this. I just need to figure out the numbers.
Didn't need to censor anything on this one.
Ooh, this is tough. Okay. I feel very confident that this is the Alien franchise. However, I'm going to say this is... Oh, man. Can I read one more time? Because I'm torn between two.
Following clues to the origin of mankind, a team finds a structure on a distant moon, but they soon realize they are not alone.
I'm going to say this is Prometheus. And yeah, Alien movies.
That is correct on both counts, Nando.
Damn.
This is the Alien franchise, the 6th of which is Prometheus.
Did their continuities count Alien versus Predator? Were those?
I counted Alien versus Predator in this, yes.
That was the list I was trying to do, was figure out if that was, yeah.
The list I found of movie franchise stuff counted crossovers. So
yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so DJ, no chance to steal because Nando was just correct.
All right.
So we're just going to move straight on to you. Blank fights alongside a resistance movement to regain her freedom from a blank testing facility.
I think I might know this one.
Fuck. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Can you read it one more time?
Blank fights alongside a resistance movement to regain her freedom from a blank testing facility.
Is this the 6th? Is this the 6th Terminator movie?
And what is it called?
It was like Terminator Reckoning or something. I don't know.
It's a good guess, but no, that is incorrect.
I would like to steal. Yeah. Is this the 6th Resident Evil movie? And then is it called, and I have fucking no idea, Resident Evil Requiem? That'd be fun.
It is Resident Evil. You didn't get the name right, but you were kind of close. Damn. It's Resident Evil Retribution.
We've had 6 of those movies. Jesus Christ.
We've had way more than 6.
Really?
Yeah, we're about to get another one, but it's going to be the first good one. So that's really exciting.
Oh, boy. Wow. Holy shit.
So Zach Krieger's making it. Yeah.
Nando's
Right.
pulling ahead now. It's 4-2.
All right.
Oh boy.
Love
Oh,
it.
boy.
Love the trash. More Resident Evil.
All right. Well,
Like
Nando,
so-
it is your turn now because that was a steal.
Okay.
So, when a kingpin threatens New York City, a group of blank must emerge from the shadows to protect their home.
Okay. A group of blank. When a kingpin threatens New York City, I'm just gonna. I don't even want to say ones out loud because then maybe DJ will be remembered.
Get Daredevil out of your head,
exist.
Nando. Get Daredevil out of your head.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not Daredevil. I'm leaning away from superheroes towards like things that are like superheroes that managed to get 6 movies. And like,
Right.
I know they made quite a few of these. You know what? Maybe this is, no, they wouldn't have called it this. Maybe this is. Kingpin threatens New York City, correct? Was it New York City specifically? In the
I said
title,
New
or-
York City, yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, great. I'm gonna say this is a Ninja Turtles movie, and I'm gonna say this is the one called TMNT,
Ooh.
the computer animated one. But I don't feel great about it.
You are correct about the franchise. You are incorrect about the movie.
Okay, nice.
So, DJ, you have a chance to steal if you know the name of this movie.
I'm just gonna say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and cross my fucking fingers.
That is correct.
Yes,
Nice.
This is the Michael Bay.
This is the one with the fucking giant live action ones. Yeah,
Yep, this is the Michael Bay one.
I forgot those existed,
Woo!
and I was like, I know there were 3 in the suits, and then they made the new one. So I was like, maybe there's a 4th and 5th one that I just forgot, or like went straight to Japan or something, and we never saw. But yeah, those big giant ones. Yeah, they want to fuck April O'Neil because she's a human. Their shells got tighter around their groins. They said, remember that? Remember
who
how
could
Shredder
forget?
was white, and then they had to reshoot the movie and add a scene where White Shredder goes, "You're the real Shredder, though," and it gives him the Shredder costume because everybody got mad. That was funny.
Oh my god.
Oh man! All right,
Yeah.
so DJ,
Okay.
your turn now.
Okay.
Blank exhumes blank to cremate his corpse, but inadvertently brings him back to life instead. The newly revived killer seeks revenge, and blank may be the only one who can stop him.
Oh,
Okay. So like, fuck. Okay. Can you read it one more time, please?
Blank exhumes blank to cremate his corpse, but inadvertently brings him back to life instead. The newly revived killer seeks revenge, and blank may be the only one who can stop him.
Is this the 6th Jason movie or Friday the 13th? It's their Friday the 13th movie.
And what's it called?
So, Friday the 13th Resurrection.
You are correct about the franchise. You are incorrect about the movie name. So, Nando.
okay. I'm gonna
You got
say
a
Friday the
chance.
13th Part 6. Did they name them like
Ooh.
that?
That is correct, but there's also a subtitle. So,
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm afraid I can't give it to you.
Damn.
That's
It
fine,
is-
and I would never know that.
It is Friday the
Like-
13th, Part 6, Jason Lives.
Oh, he does.
Why'd they
yeah.
just call it
I heard
Friday
about
the
that
13th
in the
Jason
subtitle.
Lives or something? Huh?
That's why I
They
want to
had
be
to
strict
do the
about these, because
numbers.
some of these are really weird and dumb.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
It's 5-4, I think. I'm behind by 1.
Mhm.
Yes, you are behind by 1. That is correct.
Okay.
But it's Nando's turn now. Yeah, here we
A
go.
couple big ones I'm waiting for that have not cropped up their ugly heads yet. So
Well, I
I'm very
wonder if
curious
Diggins
if we're
hit
going to see any of
those.
them soon.
We did
Yeah.
Star Wars, so. Yeah.
I-
They did them
I've-
randomly.
I did, well, I randomized the order. I picked 20.
Right. That's what I mean.
I did a mix of like really well-known ones and some more obscure ones.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so here's yours, Nando. While babysitting the daughter of blank, a teenager and her friend unknowingly awaken an evil spirit trapped in a doll.
Oh. I mean, I'd have to get. Oh, fuck. Never mind. There's 2 things that this could be. Have they made 6 movies? No, I don't think they have. I think this is a Child's Play movie. And I'm going to say it's called. I'm going to guess that this is the first reboot. So it's called Child's Play.
That is incorrect.
Damn. Oh,
DJ,
felt pretty good about
you got a
that.
chance to steal.
Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna get okay. See, this is
Yeah.
like
I know exactly what you're going through. This is very, yeah.
all right. I'm in case I'm fucking wrong. I'll kill myself if I'll be angry. Is it the Chucky franchise?
You mean Child's Play, the thing Nando said?
You mean
Is
Child's
it like?
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Maybe there were more of them, and they didn't call the franchise Child's Play. Yeah,
Like
I mean,
I don't know.
That is what it's called.
Is it okay? Fine. Fuck. I don't know. Okay. To not waste time, I'm gonna guess again. The Conjuring, the doll that lives.
You are correct about the franchise, DJ. It is The Conjuring. But the name of the movie is Annabelle Comes Home.
Right. I forgot about the whole Annabelle part.
We're all tied up now.
I was flipping a coin between
5-5.
Annabelle movie and Child's Play. But
I probably would have given you Annabelle because it is technically a spin-off
wouldn't have called
series
it
of
Annabelle.
The Conjuring.
Yeah.
But
I know
there's only so many cursed doll movies that are out there. And,
True.
Yeah.
I thought about censoring doll, but I figured this would be fair.
No, yeah, I think it's helpful.
DJ, that is your turn now because you were stealing there.
Right. Okay.
Horrible person.
So here we go. 6 years after blank last terrorized blank, he returns there in pursuit of his niece, blank, who has escaped with her newborn child, for which blank and a mysterious cult have sinister plans.
Jesus Christ. I thought I knew what it was.
Okay.
And then, because at first I'm like, I know exactly. Nope.
Yeah.
Could you please read it again? Because I derailed my brain.
6 years after blank last terrorized blank, he returns there in pursuit of his niece, blank, who has escaped with her newborn child, for which blank and a mysterious cult have sinister plans.
Like, I'm just gonna go for it. Is this the 6th Dracula movie? And we'll call
That's a
it
good one.
Dracula, niece of Dracula, or no, Dracula 6. I'm gonna go Dracula 6.
That is a good guess, but it is wrong.
Okay,
I like that guess.
thanks.
The tough part of this one is niece, right? Because there's so
Right?
many horror monsters that this could be, but how many of them have fucked or have a sibling that fucked,
Whoa.
right? Because
you don't have to fuck to
but
have
that
a
needs
niece.
to be in play.
Yeah, that's true.
I just feel like Jason. I don't remember Jason having a secret, sister who also had kids.
You.
We also
you.
already did Friday the 13th.
Right. That's Although I could totally see a world
right?
where, with the bullshit canon of these, they do go by the way, Jason had a secret sister, so any of those could work. I'm gonna say, I definitely don't think this is what it is, but I'm gonna say this is a Halloween sequel, and I'm gonna say this is the one called H2O. I don't know. I know that's the name of one of them.
You're correct about the franchise, Nando. This is Halloween.
Okay.
Nice.
You're wrong about the name. H2O is the 7th movie. The 6th one was Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers.
Nice. So
you do get 1 point.
Or he fucks. Nice.
So he's ahead.
I think this is at the point where they decided that the first main character was Laurie was Michael Myers' sister.
That makes sense, yeah.
Which was true for some of the movies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they get rid of it by a certain point, but yeah, I guess that seems like the kind of thing. That franchise is weird. So not surprised.
Right. But Nando, it is your turn again now.
Love it.
We've got the blank have taken over the world, and the last humans live in a walled city to protect themselves as they come to grips with the situation.
Okay. The blank have taken over the world. What could take over the world? I mean, last humans live in a city. I'm I don't think this is. I mean, it can't be Planet of the Apes, right?
We did that.
We already did
did
Planet
that,
of the Apes.
yeah. I don't think this is like a couple of ones that you would expect. I'm trying to think of like a franchise. It's a walled city. You know what? But then how about this? Let's say this is the 6th Underworld movie. And it's called Underworld 6.
That is a good guess, but it is wrong.
Yeah, I can
So
feel it.
DJ, chance to steal.
Like I know this is wrong, but I don't have a better guess, so I'm gonna say Terminator. Reckoning.
That is also incorrect. This is the Night of the Living Dead franchise, and the movie is called Land of the Dead.
Of course.
Didn't know we had 6 of those also.
Oh, we got way more than 6.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, they're really cheap, so people could pump those out. And that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
I think it's those.
All right, so DJ, this is your turn again.
Okay.
One of my personal favorites, and if either of you get this, I'll be amazed.
Okay.
Blank falls from the Twin Towers, and he appears to be alive, but his heart is failing, so it's replaced with an artificial one. All is well until he senses that there's a female Blank somewhere out there and escapes wreaking havoc.
Oh.
I don't even want you to read it again because it's not going to help. All right. I'm like, what? Okay. Is this the... Jesus Christ. Why not? Is this the 6th Looney Tunes movie? Looney Tunes Go to New York?
No, I'm afraid not.
So I'm going to take a guess because I am pretty sure they made a lot of these. Is this like a 6th King Kong movie? And is it called like Bride of Kong or something?
It is a 6th King Kong movie.
Wow. Good job, Nando.
But it's called King Kong Lives.
Oh, you got to put lives in these. That's like my new... I should start doing that. That's the big job of these. Very frequently by the 6th one, they're like, whoops, we killed
Jason
him.
Lives.
We got to do more of these stuff.
Yeah. Wow, good job.
Nice. Very, very good job, Nando. I'm impressed.
Good job.
He loves falling off stuff. And yeah. We'll get to it, but I had thought it was something else until one detail came up.
All right. So it's
back to Nando. Was
your
it
turn,
like 2 or 3? I don't know. We still keeping the score.
I feel like I got to censor a lot of this one to not make it obvious. All right. Blank returns once again to prowl the blank of Blank's last surviving teenager and of a woman whose personal connection to Blank may mean his doom.
Okay. Blank returns again. And what was the next part of this?
Blank returns once again to prowl the blank of Blank's last surviving teenager and of a woman whose personal connection to Blank may mean his doom.
I mean, I have to assume this is the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. And then I have to assume that this is called Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Revenge. No, wait. Freddy Lives.
You are correct about the franchise. You are wrong about the movie name. So, DJ, if you can give me a guess for the movie name.
Oh my God. The Nightmare on Elm Street. The Last Nightmare.
Oh, surprisingly close, DJ.
Really? Damn.
And Nando, I'm afraid your instincts led you astray because it's Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare.
Oh my gosh.
This one, he died.
Right
he
when
died
you figure out a system. Yeah. Wow.
But you were right about the franchise, so you get a point for that.
So all the teenagers on Earth are dead except for this last one. That's pretty cool.
Well, no, it's Springwood's last
it's
surviving teenager, so it's just the town, the one town.
That makes sense. That was how I had originally envisioned it. It's like some fucking plague that killed the teenagers, but
pretty sure Nana's gonna win. Like I had by 3.
Nando is pretty far ahead, but there's 4 questions left, so DJ, you could still make it.
Technically, okay.
Let's go. Still on the board.
All right, DJ, here's yours. Blank comes to Japan to meet an old friend whose life he saved years ago and gets embroiled in a conspiracy involving Yakuza and blank.
This is the 6th one. You're right.
Yeah, I think Nando knows this one.
Well, okay, wait a minute. Read it one more time.
Blank comes to Japan to meet an old friend whose life he saved years ago and gets embroiled in a conspiracy involving Yakuza and blank.
Like, I'm confused. Well, I think Nando just knows it, but it's not. There's just one thing, just like, you know, when you only have like one thought in your head and you can't get it out, and I can't even think of another thing. So, I mean, I know it's wrong, but it's like, it's oh God. I didn't want when you say 6th movie.
It is the 6th movie in this franchise.
Much like those Annabelle movies were the 6th movie in the Insidious franchise, right? Like that's
Conjuring.
Those, not a Conjuring, not necessarily, but that is a way that those can go. So, yeah.
So are we saying that this is Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift?
No, that's the 3rd one.
That'd be funny though, because then the order is all fucked up at a certain point.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
It's
just in my head.
Is kind of.
Take it away, Nando.
DJ, this is in fact an X-Men movie. This is the Wolverine, and I'm assuming the last blank is ninjas.
Mutants. I thought mutants would make it too easy.
Oh,
barely any mutants in that movie, but good for them. But yeah, this is the Wolverine.
I just couldn't get Fast Furious out of my head. I was like, "This is Tokyo Trip."
And they definitely do go to Japan, so it's very.
It's fine. Like, Nando won.
Yeah,
Nando won.
Hey,
we got 3 left, and I put all this work in, so I'm not saying the last 3.
Okay.
Nando, your turn next.
Okay.
Astronauts encounter the blank, who ask Earth to help save them from blank. But when one of the astronauts romances a mysterious woman, he discovers the alien's true intentions.
This does sound kind of familiar, but like, obviously it's not Star Trek, it's not Star Wars, because we did those. So like, what's the 3rd one of those? What's another thing about astronauts and aliens that? Can you read it one more time and then?
Astronauts encounter the blank, who ask Earth to help save them from blank. But when one of the astronauts romances a mysterious woman, he discovers the alien's true intentions.
I feel like an idiot because I definitely should know this, but I cannot figure it out, and I want to take more time. So I'm going to say this is this is like the Twilight Zone or something. They made movies of those, right? Even after that one bad one. So Twilight Zone 6, the aliens. The aliens.
That is incorrect. DJ, you have a chance to steal.
Is it the 6th? Oh, is it like the? Did they make 6 Mars Attacks? This is Mars Attack 6.
I think they made one of those.
Yeah.
No, this is the 6th Godzilla movie, Invasion of Astro Monster.
The fuck?
Okay. I was waiting for a Godzilla. It didn't even cross my mind that this would be the Godzilla. Very good.
Wow.
Good way to go, Godzilla.
I was also waiting for a Godzilla. Wow. Okay. Should have just fucking said it.
You got to remember that 6th Godzilla was in like the 50s.
Right. No, exactly.
I know.
Yeah.
And like the idea of aliens with I don't know. These Godzilla movies go so all over the place in terms of
the
who the main
early
characters
Godzilla
are.
movies are all about aliens. They love aliens.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost.
But anyway, DJ, your turn here for the second to last question.
Okay.
Blank goes undercover to pursue the villainous Blank, who is planning to hold the world to ransom.
It
undercover.
Like, we didn't get Is this the sixth James Bond movie?
Oh, that's a good one.
And what's the title?
Oh, what was the sixth one? Fucking Goldfinger. I don't know.
It is the sixth James Bond. It is not Goldfinger. So, Nando, do you know the name of this one?
What was the sixth James Bond?
I don't know the name of them, but I can name one that I think is old. How about The Man with the Golden Gun?
Incorrect. This one was On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Oh,
Some say the best James Bond movie.
The only one with George Lazenby, so people frequently say it's the worst.
Really? I thought people like it. I know it's the one where he dresses like Austin Powers dresses in the Austin Powers movies.
I think it's one of the ones that like now people are like, oh, that one's fun, but like at the time people hated it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Nice.
Anyway, the final question now.
We don't even know what the score is. I think Nando's like up by 2 or something, or 3,
Nando's up by
I think.
4.
4, geez.
So it's literally impossible for Nando not to win.
Great.
But hey, like I said, I put in all this work. I'm not going to not do it.
I don't blame you.
Mm-hmm.
Whose turn is it now?
It's Nando's.
Nando.
Me.
When a young boy accidentally triggers the universe's blank return to Earth, only a ragtag crew of ex-soldiers and a disgruntled scientist can prevent the end of the human race.
What did they call this one? They fucking hate calling these things that make sense. It's
I'm gonna be so
Predator
strict
movie.
about this one.
I know. Okay. So it's before Badlands. There was. I think this is the one called The Predator.
That is correct, Nando. It is
Wow.
Predator, and the movie is The Predator.
This
Good
is
job.
the one that should have been good because it was Shane Black, but instead it's the worst one, maybe.
That's right.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Real bummer. This is the one where autism is like the real predator or something, or like the real superpower.
Yes.
Diggins, you didn't do this one with us, right? I think this is pre-Diggins.
No, but I have seen this movie.
Yeah, it's awful. So, but it is the one with the bit where he kills the guys in the back of the car, and then he takes one of the guy's hands, and the guy in the front of the car is like, everything okay in there? And he takes the hand and does a thumbs up with it, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but besides
that's
that,
true.
horrible.
All right,
Yeah.
well, we made it through the tiebreaker, and with a score of 12-6, Nando is our winner.
Incredible.
Wow, doubled me up.
DJ got
Star Wars
6, though,
thing
and that's the number of it, so you won.
That's true.
Thanks. Want to get closer to 6.
The Star Wars shit didn't even kind of matter.
Yeah, so I don't feel bad about screwing up.
And
also that would have only helped Nando because it was Nando's question.
Yeah.
I was on the verge of it. I was just not. Yeah, I was confused about the timing. But yeah, that's great. Wow, fun tiebreaker. I liked it because I won it, and also we learned a couple things about some weird ones.
So Nando, as our winner of this game, you get to tell us what you thought of Saw 6 first.
It's awful. It should never be watched. As someone who has seen most of these, and by that I mean most of the ones leading up to this, I've not seen any of the post-this ones. So like we keep using the joke of Spiral of the Book of Saw or whatever as like one of these that we'll do eventually. But like that one seems like it could kind of work because it is kind of disconnected from all the rest of the continuity. After a certain point, they killed the main guy. Like Saw dies, I think, in 3. Like Topin Bell's character, Jigsaw. And then they just have to keep coming
John
up
Kramer?
with ways.
Like
John
that comes
Kramer,
up
that's
so
right.
many times in this movie.
Yeah. So they have to keep coming up with ways that he's doing new plans, but he's also dead. And what they end up doing is recreating parts of the old movie. They go like, this guy's actually in on it. And it just gets so fucking confusing. So that part of it's not good. On top of that, so like the story of it's dumb. All the characters are pretty flat. Like I don't like any of them. And it's not just because of pre-Obamacare healthcare, like the image of them. I do think these movies usually do a better job of making one of the characters at least seem kind of sympathetic earlier in the movie. So you are like, I hope they make it out. And sometimes it's because there's a bunch of people doing the traps. So this one where it's just one guy, it's like, the fuck, I don't care. He's a healthcare executive. Like, but I see what they were trying to do. They're also usually not this topical, and I don't think that hurts it necessarily, but it does feel like they were trying to go for a bigger audience, because it's also the other big problem with this one is it's just not that exciting. Like there are not very many interesting traps. The one where you have to cut off part of your flesh is kind of interesting, but like nothing after that gets anywhere near some of the memorable ones from the early Saw movies. And the ones where it would be like still pretty implausible that one guy made them, but at least then it was like, this is pretty cool to see. And like, these just were so but it feels like they went like, well, we have to make sure that the trap accurately mirrors the metaphor, whatever that we're doing. And because of that, it seemed to hold them back. Like, I knew from the poster there was a merry-go-round in one of these, and I was like, okay, cool. Spiky merry-go-round, you're in the merry-go-round, it spins around, and you have to like try not to go to the end of it or something. But no, it's just like a little, lazy Susan. And like, that's kind of my experience with it. These movies also, I think this is the first directed by a specific guy, whoever this is, because some of these movies look incredible. And before this, when I started it, because I'm an idiot, I watched about half an hour of Saw 4 because I got the Roman numerals wrong. And Saw 4 looks so good compared to this that it makes me like just angry that this existed. But it explains kind of how these continued to go for so long. So yeah, as definitely the Saw expert here, I do not like this one. That being said, it's kind of funny because of some of the stuff the characters kind of get away with, and because they're healthcare executives. But yeah, this is not what is fun about a Saw movie. What about you, DJ? What did you think of Saw 6?
So as we previously mentioned, Diggins and I had never seen a Saw movie previously. I kind of knew the gist, I believe, where it's like the movie opens with when I'd say a Saw, it's like, oh, you want to play a game? And I'm like, okay, silly, blah, blah, blah. And then we got into it, I was like, this is kind of weird. Honestly, like when they were doing some of the game stuff, I'm like, I don't know, this isn't like that. This is kind of silly. I don't hate it. Like kind of a fun time. Unfortunately, this movie just spends so much time in the muck of, like, Nando, what you were saying, like the message and the like all the past Saw stuff, which I had no fucking idea was going on.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get into it, but with all this stuff that I got lost, and we were cutting away too much from the game part, and I'm like, oh no, there's like nothing in this movie. Like, this movie is a third clips from previous movies, a third, hey, isn't the healthcare industry bad, and a third of like the Saw stuff. And it's like, that's these movies have to be like 70% Saw stuff for me to even kind of have some interest. So
they usually are. There's usually a lot more Saw stuff going on.
Yeah, it's a shame that there's so little in this movie. So I really thought, like, watching it, I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna like this, and then I did not like it. It really falls flat. However, I do think this qualifies as a tight 90 because I don't think it drags too much. Yeah. It kind of gets in, gets out, and really is like 90 minutes. So it's a tight 90. So take that.
So DJ recommends it. Says it's a great movie.
My sample rule. Diggins, what did you think of Saw 6?
So, like DJ said, I have never seen a Saw movie before this, and the experience, in many ways, felt like tuning in to a soap opera I've never watched before.
Yeah.
In the way that I had no idea what was going on. And the movie acts like I'm supposed to be familiar with characters that I've never met, but also does like these really brief flashes and people repeating things that everyone knows, where it's like, you told me she was dead, but actually she's alive. And and also the way it's filmed reminded me of a soap opera. And they're just right. Yeah. This movie does not look very good for being a feature film. All that being said, I mean, it's not really my thing, but I could kind of see what someone would get out of this if they were a big Saw fan, of being like, this is just the series when it gets its most self-indulgent and ridiculous and like up its own ass about its continuity, and like how that could be kind of funny if you're like deep in on the Saw movies, to be like, oh yeah, this is one where they just lost their minds. So, like, I understand why it was picked, and I can understand why a person would like it. Being both not into the Saw franchise generally, or the premise of the Saw franchise generally, and not having seen the Saw movies, I don't think it was for me. Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I kind of get it. But personally, I think it just misses the mark. And it's like, God, this movie is like healthcare executives are bad, but also it's kind of not. It's really weird. And we'll get into it in the wheel probably, but like, I feel like it has some real mixed messages.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I'm always in favor of healthcare executives dying, so I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
God.
Quite a few of them die in this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is the first movie? Do you think there's like a story about like Luigi's mom watching this and he was in the womb getting radicalized or something? You look back and go, oh, because he got the Saw movie.
Yeah, when was he born versus when this came out?
Yeah.
This movie came out in 2009. So.
2009. So yeah, he's probably older than 18. Maybe a future Luigi we don't even know about yet. Fingers crossed.
So many Luigis. Guys, do you think there's a surge in kids named Luigi afterwards?
Oh God.
I wonder about that. Yeah, maybe. Between that and the Super Mario Brothers movie, I feel like Luigi's having a moment.
Yeah,
I mean, it was the year of Luigi a couple of years ago.
Yeah, if a cop asks, you named him after Luigi from the Mario movie. But
yeah, if a cop asks, you're like, oh, my uncle's named Luigi. He's a cop too. And then they go, oh, okay, sir. You can do whatever you want then. Take my gun. I trust you implicitly. That works around here. It probably also works on the West Coast. But East Coast, you're definitely going to get away with it.
Well, you want to be careful, though, because then sometimes they'll be like, oh, yeah? Then where's the card they give family members so they can get away with crimes?
I used it too much and they took it away, but they said I can wink at you guys. And then he goes, oh, yeah, that is part of how it works. I know people with those cards.
I was going to say, it's so funny because I'm not joking.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Anyway, so yeah, those are just my quick thoughts on the movie, which means we're moving on to DJ's big chance to shine.
That's right, DJ. You got to give us a summary for Saw 6.
Boy, am I excited.
15-minute dynamite going.
Great. And I'm not going to provide any excuses for why this will be bad and me not having seen any previous Saw, but it's fine. Probably a lot of other people haven't.
Some cruel but ironic torture will happen to you if you don't manage it in time, DJ.
Oh, no.
That's true.
Time is precious or whatever.
Big rock will fall on you. Little rock. We put it there before.
Yeah.
You didn't see it, but secretly Michelle is actually Saw, and she's been doing it this whole time. You're wearing a mask doing it. You didn't think it was this because you remembered it a little bit differently, but there she was right behind him the whole time. All right. Let me know when you're ready, DJ.
I'm good.
All right. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, begin.
All right, so it's Saw. So we opened up with classic Saw. There's two people who are like subprime mortgage lenders, and Jigsaw's like, hey, there's a scale in the middle of the room. Each of you give me more flesh, and then you get to live. So the man is just like cutting out his side and I guess some internal organ bits and put him in there. And then the lady's just like, I'll just chop off most of my arm. And she wins. We'll get to nitpicks later. So she doesn't die, and the other guy does by getting his skull crushed in like a skull clamp. Isn't that fun? Okay, so then I guess we see how Saw 5 ended with Strom, who I guess was hot on Jigsaw's trail, is getting crushed in the Star Wars Episode 4 Trash Crusher. And meanwhile, Detective Hoffman is escaping in a little glass coffin because I guess he gets to be Jigsaw now. Like he's Jigsaw. So that's how that goes. Smash cut.
Or he has been Jigsaw?
Whatever. Who cares? I like it more interesting where it's like, hey, one of you get to be Jigsaw now. And Hoffman
I mean, it's
decided
kind of like that, but it's presumed he's been like this happened. Well, we'll get to it, but yeah.
All right. Smash cut. We're meeting our main guy for this movie, Mr. E, insurance executive. And look, I'm just going to get to the main bits of what we learned about him now. He's a bad guy. He denies people's claims because it's not part of the bottom line. It's all about money. If these people don't give us their money, then fuck them. I'm going to deny all their claims. And we get a specific denied claim from a guy who is not important to us at all. You know, we'll see later maybe. And he's very mad that his claim was denied.
Do you think that this guy will come up later in an ironic fashion, DJ?
Who's to say, Diggins? Who's to say? But probably. Let's keep an eye on him. All right, back to Hoffman, and he's like hearing about the latest Saw game that happened at the beginning of this movie, and then he goes to that Saw crime scene where he meets FBI agent man, bald man with mustache, and then lady who he thought was dead or something. But it turns out she wasn't. They like faked her death for a reason.
Right.
But whatever, it doesn't
I
matter.
don't remember what this one is, but yeah.
Wow, they brought her back from the dead. She must be so integral to the functioning of this movie, DJ.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe wait till later. But they're basically like, oh, it's crazy that Strom did all that Jigsaw stuff, huh? And it's like, yeah, it is crazy that Strom did all that Jigsaw stuff. And like, maybe they're sus to him, but maybe not. Who knows? We just get like a lot of establishing stuff where Hoffman's like, all right, let's all three of us work together to figure out who this new Jigsaw is. Because do they know that? I guess they don't know that Strom's dead. They just assume that Strom is Jigsaw.
That's what they say.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So anyway, that's that. Next up, we meet a journalist lady who she's typing up a lot of Jigsaw stuff, and Hoffman's like, "Stop it! That's silly. You're gonna, I don't know. It's silly that you should do that." Also, she mentions a box in John Kramer's will. John Kramer was known as Jigsaw, and there's a box, and his wife got it. And that's important also. So he gets that info. Then,
I feel like if you're a serial killer, they don't just give your your will, your
right?
mysterious box.
Diggins, save it for the nitpicks or whatever.
Sorry.
And so then Hoffman's like, I'm gonna go visit the woman that lived and I tortured, and it's kind of weird about it. We'll get to it during the nitpicks probably. Okay, now we have another flashback where I guess I don't know if we're learning this for the first time, but important for the movie that John Kramer and his wife, she was pregnant, but due to a horrible accident, she had a miscarriage by getting a door slammed into her.
So due to a horrible accident where a door hits her.
Yeah. And then we also see her get the serial killer box that has envelopes in it. Ooh. Then Hoffman goes to first they go to the autopsy for the victim. Not super important info from here. But this is where Hoffman confronts Jill and Hoffman's like, give me the envelopes. I'm Jigsaw now. I don't care what your husband wanted. It's for me. And he gives her the envelopes except for one, but he obviously doesn't know that because he thinks he's in charge now and he's Jigsaw. But she keeps one, just save that for later. A lot of save for laters in this movie. We also get a flashback where he talks about this girl, Amanda, who was addicted to meth or something.
I couldn't tell if this was a flashback or a dream ghost.
That's
flashback.
Fair.
She's the villain in 2 and 3 and maybe 4. I can't remember.
Okay. Well, yeah, and she's like a helper to him. And Jill's like mad about it, I guess. I don't know. This stuff is so fucking confusing. But okay, now we're getting into the saw. Don't worry, guys. It's 20 minutes in, but we're gonna get to some sawing. Back to the healthcare executive, whose name I refuse to remember. They call him Mr. E, and there he sees a guy, a silhouette figure with a gun. So he's like, I guess I'll pull out my gun, and then he shoots him. Although it was the security guard, so maybe he should have checked. And because he shot the security guard, it meant that Horse Mask Saw Man was able to capture him. All right, time to begin the Saw. Saw game 1. So we learned there's gonna be 4 Saw games. He has like detonators trapped to each of his wrists and each of his ankles. So we'll have to play a bunch of Saw games in 60 seconds. Saw game 1. Hey, breathing's important. You're a healthcare executive and you have good health. Here's a man. He's a janitor who works for you, and he's only 50, but he smokes. He's throwing his fucking life away. What a piece of shit. He shouldn't smoke. His high blood pressure. Fuck that guy. So we're going to play a game where if you don't breathe, a clamp won't crush you, but if you do breathe, it will crush you. And obviously the smoker loses. Wow, wasn't that a fun game of Saw? Smash cut. Smash cut. Now we see that there's a woman and her son in a cage. They are surrounded by like acid connected to sprinklers, and they see what's going on TV. And it certainly is implied that they're related to healthcare executive, but we'll get to that later. Okay. So that was Saw game 1. And up next is back to the reporter lady. She goes to talk to Jill and feed her some information about like where John's stuff was or something. I don't know. It barely matters. What is important is she gets kidnapped by a horse spaceman, and now she's in a cage. On to Saw Game 2. But first, a flashback.
Real quick. You keep saying horse. Yeah. It's a pig. It's a pig mask that Saw uses.
Sorry. Pig mask. Yeah. Sorry. But before Saw Game 2,
because of greed, probably.
Sure. A flashback. Half my time's already gone somehow. Where the healthcare executive meets John Kramer, and John Kramer is like, "Oh, so you kind of determine people live and dies." And then healthcare executive talks about like an equation he does to determine that. So John Kramer knows who this motherfucker is. Okay, on to Saw Game 2. Hey, I got two people here. I got a young lonely guy or a middle-aged woman with a family. Who's gonna die? He picks the loner. That was Saw Game 2. Wasn't that a fun game of Saw? Okay.
Still no. Well, what are they? How are they gonna die?
Oh, right. They're each on there's barbed wire around their neck, and they're connected to a platform, and he's holding two pulleys. And if he lets go of one, that's going to release the platform, and it's going to make them hang. I got to say, even after he saves the lady, I'm not sure how she's getting out of there. She might also die because
she just has to wait patiently. That's one thing about the Saw things. If you win, there's no guy that comes out and is like, great job. You just have to wait for the cops to find it, but they're always right on his tail, so they'll get there soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay. Meanwhile, Hoffman gets a call to go meet with the cops because they're like, we have an important thing. And he's like, yeah, I'll totally do that. And then Jill goes to the hospital. Jill's the wife. She goes to meet, I don't know. Sorry. Okay. Another flashback. We're learning that Hoffman might be kind of a piece of shit. And how he kind of was a rival with Amanda, and John Kramer was never really on anyone's side. Also, they talk about being tested. I guess it's a thing that to be in the Jigsaw thing, you have to be tested. And we also see Jill seeing this. Yeah, a lot of Dream Ghost flashback stuff that is like just very confusing. Okay, Saw Game 3. Okay, in this Saw game, another flashback. John Kramer went to healthcare executive to be like, hey, I want to do some experimental testing to like get rid of my cancer because it's really bad. Can he do it? And the healthcare executive was like, fucking no. In what might be a reasonable thing, but it's definitely not how that's supposed to be portrayed because, it's Jigsaw asking. So that's that. Okay, Saw Game 3. All right. His head lawyer is in a maze of steam, and he's on top on the top part of the maze, and he can relieve the steam to make him get steamed to allow her to go freely through the maze. So he does that, so he gets steamed, so she doesn't get steamed. So he does that, but when she gets to the end of the maze, she has to get a key for the apparatus that's around her that's going to pierce her brain, and the key is inside healthcare executive. So she's gonna like fucking get it out of him with a fucking a chop saw, but the timer goes off and she dies by getting impaled in the brain. Wasn't that a fun game of Saw?
That's as close as we've gotten to one so far, but I'll take it.
Okay. Back to real time. Hoffman is talking to the two cops, and the two cops are like, not immediately, but they're basically like, you're fucking Jigsaw, right? And he's like, fuck you, and he kills him because he's new Jigsaw. So yeah, really important that they brought that girl back just to kill her. Meanwhile, Jill is still just fucking. A lot of this movie is Jill walking around, going from place to place. She sure must be plotting or scheming something, right? But hey, we have another game of Saw to get to. This game of Saw is the little spinny merry-go-round. In this game of Saw, 6 of his like guys who are like called the Dog Pit, who like basically did all of the underwriting work to make sure as many claims could get denied as possible. They're hooked up to like one of the little playground spinny things that you spin around. And there's a shotgun with 6 shots. But it's going to stop on one of them, but he can save 2 of them. So they all fucking argue about who he should save. And he saves 2 girls, one with kids and one because I guess she was less mean. Everyone was too mean. And then the first one just gets shot to prove a point, I guess. But everyone else was too mean. So he saves those 2. And he had to get his hand pierced to do it. So at one point I'm like, just don't pierce your hand. Everyone's just being a dick. Just save that one. You didn't have to save 2, but whatever. Wasn't that a fun game of Saw?
No.
Man, a lot of these are just like choose if someone lives or not, huh?
That is true. Okay. I did forget to mention that during this confrontation with the cops, they're using a voice demodulator that we were talking about. And it's like, oh, we have the recording and we could use reverse modulating to figure out who Saw is. And it's like Hoffman's voice is playing and he's like, yeah, I'm fucking Saw. So he kills all those people. So, you know, and then he goes back to playing Jigsaw. He covers up the crime scene, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So another confusing flashback. So it seems like it was like kind of Amanda's fault that Jill had the miscarriage because, you know, she like, I don't know, she was at the wrong place, wrong time, it seemed like. So she reveals this to the wife. And then the wife kills her. Oh god, this shit is so confusing.
She gets so what the journalist shows the wife is a written message from Hoffman blackmailing Amanda, saying, I know that happened.
Right.
And so because I know that you're going to kill this other person for me.
That's right. Thank you. Okay. Yes. And that is what happens. Okay. Meanwhile, Hoffman is going back to the Saw lair, and Jill, like, when he sits in this chair, I guess Jill rigged it and like electrocutes him to stuns him there. And she's like, motherfucker, you're the last one on the list, so you're getting sawed now. Haha. But before that, we have to end healthcare's executive game of Saw. Nando, I can't see the timer because you're not showing your screen anymore.
I deleted it. All right. You have 30 or a minute and a half. How about that?
Jesus Christ. All right. So as it turns out, the woman and kid are not related to the healthcare executive. They are the wife and son of the guy who he denied. Jill, the reporter, is his sister. And the end of the Jigsaw game is that Jigsaw is letting the family decide whether the healthcare executive lives or dies. And so they get to choose. And the wife is like, I can't do it. But the son's like, I think he literally says, you killed my dad, motherfucker, and chooses to kill him. So the healthcare executive dies at the hand of the son.
How does he die?
He gets like stabbed in the back with like a rack full of hydrochloric acid, pretty metal, like melts him in half. Hydrofluoric acid. Thank you. And it's a pretty gnarly way to die. Okay, so now it's time for Hoffman to get sawed by Jill, because that's how we're ending this shit. So it's like, you need to be tested. You were John's last one. I guess you weren't like a good enough apprentice or whatever. And then we get all these flashbacks how that's true. But Hoffman, ever the vigilant guy, manages to get out of the head thing before it kills him, but not before it like maims his face and like rips his jaw half open. So I guess now in the next one, he's going to go after Jill or whatever. And that's basically the end of the movie.
That's literally the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Well, there's a post-credit scene, right?
No, there's not. There can't be.
Hold on, clear.
If there was, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second. You guys talk. I'm going to kick Mortimer.
Well, Nando looks up that. Diggins, how did I do? Did I miss anything big? I know it sounded confusing, but this movie has so many fucking flashbacks that just happened in the middle of the fucking movie.
I don't think you missed anything big. Not a lot really happens for how much there's flashbacks and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, Hoffman frames Strom again because he just carries Strom's hand around with him.
That's right. Yeah.
Even though the cops have already laid out for him all the ways they could tell the fingerprint was not from a living guy.
Right.
He just keeps doing it. And it's like, they're going to figure it out again. They have the same tools.
Right. I forgot
what if they're all killed by him? That's different.
They keep breaking down the reasons for, hey, we know you're Saw. Nando, was there a post-credit scene?
Let me check. I believe there was. Problem is, the thing I was watching it on stopped working for a second. Yeah, there is. It is so confusing in the context of the rest of this movie.
It's not on Netflix though. Like they're unless I'm like,
really?
I do not think there's a post.
This might be the unrated version that I'm watching. It just is at the very end. It's here. I'll show it to you because you won't understand it. But also, I can't explain it because I don't really even know what's going on. Okay. How do I do this? I have too many tabs open.
You're gonna make me watch all 4 minutes credits of
just want to get every single minute of it left. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay, I found our thing. Okay, I'm gonna share. This is for me at least, the one that I watched.
Okay.
Legally somehow, wherever it was. This
Ooh.
is how it ends. Why can't I? Oh, I have to share a window. Okay, and
Let's
then
get rickrolled.
no, it's a real thing.
All right, let's see.
Ooh,
See,
I'm
that's
so
the name
excited.
of it right there.
Yeah, Saw
Yeah.
6. That's the name of the movie.
That's Amanda.
Yeah, so she's dead.
Yeah.
So this must be in the past.
Yeah.
Remember.
What?
Want a little girl to remember?
Trust the one who saves you.
Oh, okay.
Don't trust the one who saves you.
Okay.
What?
So
I appreciate that. It matters so little. Netflix is like, nope, it doesn't go in.
So I imagine this is setting up whatever the sixth or seventh one is, the one 3D, where this little girl that gets saved by Hoffman is told by Abby, or was it Abby? What's her name?
Amanda.
By Amanda that Hoffman's a bad guy. So I imagine the little girl's gonna get revenge in the next one. Also, I was like, why did I think Abby Hoffman, the socialist leader? I was tricked.
Oh, okay.
They could maybe be in it. That would be pretty exciting. But yeah, I don't even think we saw the kid get saved at all in this one, did we?
No.
Like that might not
this
even
kid
be
is
from
not
this
in this
movie.
movie.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm guessing that must be in 5. But I guess now we know why they don't like each other or like what their beef is. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's a bad post-credit scene, but this one came out when did we determine this one? 2009.
09.
So
yeah,
this is when all the movies were trying to figure out how to do these because the Iron Man one was so popular. So the best they got.
All right. Well, it is our job now to, use a wheel. There's a wheel in this movie. It's that, little playground toy that they use a little Russian roulette game on. So we're gonna spin that wheel and we're gonna go to some nitpicks. So I'm gonna spin this reel and it's very creaky because it's Saw. So spin.
Oh man, he should really oil his
that thing.
tracks.
Well,
Yeah.
you have to use grease if you whatever with the gear, whatever.
Right,
That's
yeah,
true.
the thing he
Was
says.
yelling at Hoffman. Well, Diggins,
Great point.
this one landed on you, sir.
Oh man, so soon? Okay.
Unless you don't want it to be the case.
No, it's fine. I have one here that just says incredibly easy to fake. Guys, he's like, you gotta cut off parts of your body and whoever puts off the most parts of the body lives.
Mine also.
You can see the thing. It's literally just a scale. It's not a magic body part detecting device. Just throw things in the tube. This is a really poorly planned game.
Yeah, like if you were in a lot of jewelry, watches,
the saw that you were going to use to cut your arm off.
Yeah, the
that
equipment
down
on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, do they know? I mean, I guess they don't. I can't remember how much the public knows about Jigsaw, as if he is dead.
I mean, there's a whole book about him that journalist wrote.
Right. But does random John Q public know that Jigsaw is currently dead? Because if that was the case, I might be like, I could fool this machine because this is a machine doing this. There's no guy turning the trap on and stuff. But if I think there might be a guy, then I'd be like, he's gonna be mad if I fucking try to cheat. So he'll definitely shoot me then. So that's usually the threat of the Jigsaw games. It's like they are pretty easy to get. Sometimes they're tricky, but you kind of got to go like, but he'd be mad if I didn't do it the way he wanted. Which is bullshit. You should be able to get off on a technicality in Saw,
he should
for not doing a rules.
If you come up
right.
with a clever way of breaking his game, then he should be like, all right, that's on me. I should have designed it better.
Yeah, all the rules are on the task is how that works in other stuff, and I don't see why he gets to add other rules of like, well, it was because I wanted you to value life, so this is different. You did do it good.
I
But
wanted you to value life, so I've teaching you that lesson by killing a bunch of unrelated people.
doesn't that do you feel bad about that? Has that not ruined your day? But yeah, it's pretty exciting.
So yeah, this. Whoops, sorry, you go.
I was just gonna say, like, I think out of all of the ones in this movie, that one's the worst at being cheatable, except the one where you could take a stick and have it do the thing and not get your hand spiked. But that one's so inconsequential that it's like, yeah.
That one feels really easy to not be hurt by, but also it doesn't seem like there's anything that stops him from pressing the buttons for all of them.
Good. Yeah, exactly. That, and I feel like, and I would kind of want to see the thing again. I think he could, like, and nobody tries this, like, just throw shit at the machines, you know, just see if you can knock the shotgun off a little bit, because then if it does, it'll hit nobody. But I'm pretty sure he's behind a cage, but also it's like, I don't know, these guys just aren't creative enough. I do think we need more like Taskmaster energy in the Sawverse, because one person could destroy all of it.
Yeah,
like,
you get one Jason Mantzoukas in there.
Yeah,
it's just gonna wreck the whole place up.
Who was the what was the one with the steam? I think is tricky because somebody has to get steam, so it's hard to, like. I'm sure there's a way to fuck with that one.
I mean, if you just get like a thing, like a bit of, take your belt off, wrap it around the lever, duck down and pull it. Like, it's still not comfortable.
Right.
Like, the steam right above you is going to hurt somewhat, but you're not getting steam directly in your face.
Yeah. And then the one with the people on the diving boards with the thing, that one, I feel like that one feels like the one where if I didn't pull one of them, Saw would just come out and shoot one of them. Like, because it's so low tech. Like, there's not really a cool. Yeah. That's the other thing about these. There's usually like a really weird device that is engineered by like a madman, and a lot of these are just like a merry-go-round taped to a shotgun, and it's like, that's not what these used to be. These used to be like fucking crazy, and you'd see them and you go, oh my god, what could that be? But like, yeah, these are like a thing that makes steam, but you also get it's so stupid.
I mean, this first one is like a scale that sends signals to a helmet that puts a screw in your head. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but these are usually like, you see them and you can't automatically figure out. You know what? How kind of you see that here is like in the bit where Hoffman's almost killed. He figures out how to beat the reverse bear trap, which was the first Saw thing, I think in 2 or maybe 1, but I think it was 2. But like, if you wake up in that mode and you don't know what that is, you're like, I don't fucking clue how to game this thing. Like, I don't even know what it's gonna do. I just know I have to carve my eye out or whatever. But with a lot of these things, it is so clear how the machine works from just looking at it that it's like, if I tie these things together and then I step back a little bit, I think we're good. And yeah, nobody ever figures that out. And it's not even, you can't even blame it on Hoffman being bad at this, because these are all John's designs. So
yeah,
that part
like,
also kind of,
he's just cool. Setting up stuff that John planned. Like, he's not even really jigsawing yet.
No, he's just really, it seems like his whole job is kidnapping and then also getting caught, which is also has to be part of his job. Otherwise, they'd give him a better way to not get caught. Because like, it's so, the way he gets caught is so flimsy. But yeah, that's, I don't think everybody would love all the Saw movies, but I think they definitely do get more creative, and that kind of like with Final Destination movies makes it worth the trip, even if it's super gory, is because it's so like, that is weird, and I've never even can't even imagine that.
Does Jigsaw ever kill anyone with a tanning bed?
Oh yeah. Well, there's a guy that he freezes with a freezing bed. Like they has like, look at nature. So it's like, I can't remember which, this might be a 4. I think it's 5 actually though. Yeah,
I don't think a lot of people were using freezing beds in the 2000s.
So what this was he had a guy, I'm pretty sure he has a guy chained up to a wall, and then the steam is hitting him or something, but then it turns into like, what's that stuff called that you put in like a cooler to keep a lobster cold or whatever?
Dry ice.
Dry ice, yeah. So it starts shooting that out, and it starts freezing the guy. So it's kind of the opposite of the tanning bed situation. But and he's burned people. He's totally, the second one has a girl who has to go into a little furnace to get something. I actually think that might be, no, that's not Amanda in the second one. She gets thrown into a big pile of syringes. But yeah, people have been burnt to a crisp with these. I would say there's probably more crossover than you'd expect, because a lot of the people in these die via head chop off or something, which is how a lot of the people in Final Destination die. But
I mean, it's a classic thing that kills a person, having your head chopped off.
It's pretty cool looking, you know, like it gets to roll around and look at you and give you a face, and you can even pick it up. It's like very dramatic.
Just like in Hamlet.
Just like in Hamlet. That's right.
Yep.
Just like in the Hamlet of McBain from Simpsons, where Hamlet's an action movie, and I think he does chop that guy's head off or something and talk to his skull. But yeah, DJ, what do you think? Do you think the traps in this movie were gameable? Like, do you think you could get out of them without playing Saw's game?
Right. Besides, like, the first one's so obvious. The holding breath one, I don't know. Like, I'd be curious. Like, you know how, like, you're pretty strapped. That one seemed hard to get out of. The breathing head one. But like the other ones, it's like they're so what? Yeah, with Diggins.
I feel the breathing one. It's just like they don't even try to take the masks off. Without the mask, the whole thing doesn't work.
Well, he's chained up, like, you know.
Yeah, I think their hands are chained to the thing.
I know their hands are chained, but like the mask gets a whole big tube coming out that you could sort of like use, like, hook things around and try to pull it off. I feel like they had options available to them that they did not use.
Yeah,
you're stuck there though. Point. I don't know. That one felt like a fait accompli. Yeah. And then the second one, it's like, well, just like, you know, one of them's gonna die. I don't think there was like a way out of that one. It's like, pick one. It's like, do your Sophie's choice. The steam one, that one was the craziest one, the steam one. And again, like, I don't know how you game that one, because it's so straightforward with like the steam and stuff. I mean, there's no chance she's getting that key out of him. I like at the end, he's like, no, I'll get it. I swear I'll get it. Like, come on, man.
I mean, it depends how deep it was in him. Like, if it's just like just in the wound, then you could undo those. You could like cut open the stitches and maybe like reach out and get it.
I mean, she was trying to chop his head off. Like,
well, yeah, I'm saying like she picks up a table saw and is like, I'm going to murder you and get it. And it's like, well, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did find it funny though. And then the gun one, it's like, I don't know if you need to game it. Do you really care about these fucking people? Could you have tried to find a way to disable the gun? That one might have been, I don't know if you tried hard enough to try and like disable the gun.
That's what I'm saying. Like, toss something at it, or try to poke a stick through the thing and just push it over a little.
Yeah, that seems right. Yeah.
Or like when you have it up, try to like get something around it so that when it goes down, you can try to like, stop it.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd be mad at us? Like, but not like mad, like I have to kill you extra now. He'd be like, come on. Get all this work. Like,
what are you guys, the masked magician? You know.
Yeah. Can you have you at least learned the lesson? And we'd be like, no, we're gonna smoke cigarettes on our way home from this. Fuck. They know nothing.
These fucking kids.
Hey, who wants to go home and deny more claims for pre-existing conditions?
I've heard of an experimental cancer tradition that works, but we're going to pretend it doesn't because we don't like the guy doing it, even though we know him personally.
I think that's good. I think we could spin the creaky wheel again. Spin. Nando, this one's you.
Okay, so this wheel slice is just called These Used to Be Good. And I do think you lose a lot of the fun stuff in this one that used to be in the other ones. And I want to give you an example because I did see this floating around on the internet the other day and was reminded how great it was. Just to set this up, because it's a scene from Saw 4. In it, the main guy is fighting a woman who he just saved from a hair rip-off machine. So she was getting scalped in a chair, but he saved her. But it turned out for her to survive this thing, she's got like a thing on her that's going to kill her. and the key is inside the guy who's saving her, but he doesn't know that. But she secretly is like, has the thing, like, go kill him. So they're fighting now. You could kind of see her head is all messed up. But anyway, all you really want to see is what's obviously going to be insane. And the Saw movies used to be full of these. And I'm going to share the screen now. Okay. So again, this is the woman head ripped off. Like all Saw movies, it's lit really weirdly, so you can barely see it. But yeah, so these two people are fighting. Here we go.
Okay. God, the shaky cam on this is just horrendous.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see what's going on here.
I saw her go through that glass.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Saw movies were notorious for insane transitions. Now, this is a good one because I have a behind the scenes of it. I'm going to show you what it looks like when they did it because it's pretty cool. But yeah, like the one guy who did 2, 3, and 4 was that guy. And I don't think the studio cared or anything because these movies just became worse and worse and worse. But yeah, like this is what it was like to make this thing. Okay. They have to like build a second set next to it so they could have him walk through it. Yeah. But like, this used to be cool. And this Saw 4 specifically, and the reason I thought about this is because Saw 4 is the one I accidentally watched about a half hour of, is one of the ones that's full of them. So like, yeah, these used to be, besides the fact that, like we said, the traps aren't very good in this one, and the main character kind of sucks. Because usually the main character is somewhat more likable, and you find out over the course of the thing that he did something really bad, but like you're not like, go get him, Saw. You probably have some good reason to, but besides all of that, these are just usually more fun to watch, and it's a shame, but I'm not surprised that this feels like the one where they kind of gave up on all of that. Like they were like, let's not bother with the fun character and stuff, healthcare. But also I think they thought they were doing something important, talk about healthcare and subprime mortgages. So maybe they were like, we don't need to do cool death trap because this one's going to be an Oscar one. And we want this one to get like a lot of, we want more people to see these than usual.
You think they had a strong for your consideration campaign for this one?
Without a doubt.
I find the most baffling about this movie is how much like flashback stuff there is. Like it's not its own movie, right? It's like we are entrenched in Saw, and flashbacks that like seemingly don't matter. Like when Hoffman's like, you're alive. It's like they could have just said that she's alive. We need to see the whatever happened that we didn't understand anyway, right? And like all this stuff with Jill, it's like the movie was like really trying to have a point. It's like, well, she's like the real one now, but it was just too much of a long road to get there. I hate to bring this up because I feel like I do it too often, but I think this movie would have been the best Quibi show.
Oh yeah,
it would have been perfect.
Saw.
Every weird flashback is an episode. Each Saw game is an episode. Like. This show would have ruled on Quibi, or this movie would have ruled on Quibi. Would have been perfect.
Yeah, especially because like you would do a Saw like task, and then the flashback would be intercut with it. So it would be like you'd be learning about the guy as it goes, but every guy would kind of get their own little episode.
Right. It's like, oh, that's this episode. It's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, usually the way that these movies are laid out, it is more like one guy. That's why this 6-person merry-go-round I feel like doesn't work as well. But like it starts as like kind of a little, at least the second one is very like, there's a house that's killing all of them. So like this is this trap, and this guy goes up to do it, and then he tries to get it and fails or whatever. But like you kind of learn who he is as that goes, and that would be packaged as one thing. Whereas this one, it's like you'd have to watch him be told that the two people that are hanging are important, and one of them's old and one of them's young, and then you'd never learn anything about them besides that they work around him. And then like this movie just has too much going on to like work there. But yeah, they should have done these with Quibi.
Yeah, would have been good. Well, I'm sorry that these used to be good, Nando.
They did. Well, that's the other thing. Do you know whose career this started?
Who?
Like, this is a director, James Wan. This was their baby, like Saw 1. So like Aquaman, all that shit, that's Saw. That's
Saw, sure. I thought you meant Saw 6 specifically.
Oh no, God, no. Yeah. The Saw 1 was directed by James Gunn. I believe it's also written by Lee Winnell.
James Wan.
Or James Wan, excuse me.
Imagine a James Gunn Saw.
Oh,
I mean, James
man.
Gunn started not like necessarily Saw style stuff, but like really R-rated stuff was James Gunn's original purview.
Yeah, and I feel like we see some pretty gnarly deaths and like Suicide Squads and Peacemakers and such. So they should let him do that instead. Make a movie about, because there's probably some guy, right, in DC. I like the Riddler or something. And just a crazy Riddler who wants to cut everybody's heads off. That'd be cool.
Oh, there was a period in like the Arkham games where the Riddler was basically Jigsaw.
And then he became like a car guy. He was like, let's do a car trick. Drive through this big amusement park underground that I made for you, Batman. It was pretty cool too. But yeah, James Gunn should make one of those.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, I'll spin the wheel again.
Okay, sure.
Oh, it landed on one of yours, TJ.
Yeah, so I kind of want to zone on this. We talked about it, but so I had this Saw Luigi Mangione edition. So okay, so this is like healthcare execs are evil, and we gotta axe them. But like the weird thing about the guy is, like he is made to be this just like evil, like. With the guy, it's like, well, I'm sorry, but you put that you didn't have an oral surgery, and that means that could lead to heart disease, and so you lied, and fuck you, we're not covering you. It's like, wow, that's like predatory. And then with John Kramer, it's like, dude, this experimental thing, I don't know. It's like, it's kind of dicey. I don't think we can cover this even for you. And like, obviously, it's like, it's evil, but it's not as cartoonishly evil as the first one.
Oh yeah, I don't even think it's evil. I think there's a good chance that this is like a scam, and I know that because in the 7th one of these, he does get scammed, and he goes after the scammers. He goes to Mexico for a little procedure that I think is this procedure, and then he comes
not the
back
7th one.
And
the
then
7th one is Saw
them.
3D.
Oh right. Sorry. The most recent one then, Saw X, I think is what that is.
I think it's the most recent one is that, yeah.
But yeah, so like it's bullshit. And the guy says, he's like, there's even a cool procedure that you haven't heard about. And he's like, no, we looked into it. It's not legit. Like, it's not worth the money. And also it's probably not real. And he's like, but what if it is? And so, yeah, I'm sure he gets that request all the time. And what's he supposed to do?
Yeah. So he turns that one down, and then, but like as he's going through the games, it's like he's like being thoughtful, like he's willing to get the steam to help the lawyer,
like
right.
There's not even any point where he like contemplates being a bad person during the games,
right?
Like he sees he sees the janitor is hooked up to the machine, and like one of you has to die, and he's like, hold your breath, no, we both gotta make it. Like. Yeah. He's never like, fuck these guys, I gotta live.
Yeah.
Which is what you would think he'd be like from the first scene he's in.
And that's why this... Yeah, sorry, Diggins.
The first scene's even worse than the one you said, because the first one with him is when he's talking to the lawyer lady, right? And he's just like, oh yeah, this fucking idiot who's suing us, whatever. Yeah. I mean, he's basically a liar. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. They imply that he's on the phone with his wife, and it's like, oh, sorry, honey, that's your birthday, but fucking gotta miss it, bitch. Turns out to be his sister.
Yeah, which, I don't think my sister would ever react that way to me saying I can't make her birthday.
I mean, but what if we wanted to be a twist later, Then it's like, maybe she would.
Then fucking what? So... It's very confusing because they have such an inconsistent view of this guy, and like at the end of the movie when the wife's like, I can't kill him, but the son's like, die motherfucker, it's like, oh, I guess this is satisfying, but like it's not the aha, we got the super villain kill you wanted, because they made him out to be this like weirdly complex guy. The kill at the end is like weirdly unsatisfying, and maybe that should make us all think, maybe, just maybe, Luigi Mangione didn't do the right thing when he 86 that healthcare executive, because he was a complicated human being.
Don't be ridiculous, TJ. I do think this movie would have been more fun if it was watching an evil guy beat the saw traps because he doesn't give a shit about other people.
Yes.
And then at the very end, he gets screwed over because he's evil.
Right. Like every saw trap is either you, like, you got to pick you or someone else to live, and like that's it, right? You know, like how amazing would it be if like the girl's trying to go through the maze and she's like, you just have to pull that lever to get me through, and it's like, no, that'll hurt. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's just like yeah, you know, she just gets to yell at him.
It's the problem is that these movies traditionally feature a somewhat likable main guy, but this one wants to be about a healthcare executive, and those two things don't work together. So it has to kind of pretend he's not a healthcare executive for most of it. Yeah, I would I'd even want maybe like a financial incentive or something. Be like, if you could only pick one of these people to jump off the diving board, but if both of them jump off the diving board, $50,000 will be added to your account or something.
Yeah.
Then I would like to see him try to like convince them both to do it, and then they're like, why is he doing this? Because they don't know that part of it, and I'm like, I don't know. It's the only thing that's fair is you both have to kill each other at the same time. I can't make a decision. That would be pretty funny. Because
the only other thing that I thought was like, what if at the beginning of the movie with the family, like it was like a more nuanced thing where it's like maybe like he tried to approve it, but someone even higher than him, or like the CEO was like, nah, fucking decline it because I said this thing, and like he's kind of caught in the machine. But it's like, I don't know.
But then that would make this whole thing like even worse, because then it's like,
I know,
Jigsaw, you're already not solving the problem by just killing one executive. Well, you know,
even though it can help, you know, it's a start.
Putting the fear of God in them is not a bad
thing
not
the worst
to do.
idea in the world.
Yeah.
In Saw.
But like, if you're also not even killing the one who actually made the decision, then it's like, then what are we doing here?
Yeah,
it's having watched this movie, or like having thought about it in this context, it's crazy that the main character isn't the kid and his mom. And they have to go around to the healthcare executives and be like, oh, we got to help one of them. But then the kid's like, but maybe we can kill both of them because they're both pretty evil. And then that's like, you know, the lesson of it or something. I don't know. But that would be the twist.
You know,
the mom is also secretly a healthcare executive or something. That wouldn't work.
They could like save the first one they see, but then like when they get to another trap, that one tries to screw them over because he's evil. Messes it up and gets killed, and then so the next time they're like, these healthcare executives, they just don't care about other people. So you know, there's so many more fun versions of this movie.
Yeah, that's true.
That all come from the premise that healthcare executives are evil. Which seems like what this movie is trying to say, but it's really not.
No, not at all.
It's saying almost nothing. It is just so funny how the son kills him at the end, right? Like, you killed my dad, motherfucker. And it's just like, nope. Another thing that it's not where this on wheel slice. We're already talking about it. When the wife and son are in the cage, like at some point the son goes, why are we here? And the wife goes, because of your father, thinking they're talking about the healthcare executive, but they're not. They're talking about his dead dad who died. From, why the fuck does she think that they're there because of his dead?
That implies that she's figured this whole thing out, but then later she hasn't.
So that's silly. This is to raise that up as my silly nitpicking. Not to nitpick, but that's fucking stupid. Let me spin the wheel. Spin tick Diggins. It landed on one of yours.
Oh, I got one here that says playing chicken with John Wayne Gacy. I want to talk about the non-Jigsaw cops in this movie and how every decision they make is the stupidest possible one.
Oh, they are so bad.
So there's like implication throughout the movie that they suspect that Hoffman is Jigsaw. but they're like, playing along with like, oh, Strom's fingerprint is here. It could be Strom who's Jigsaw. But then they keep like teasing him with the clues that will point to him, where they're like, the only other Jigsaw victim with a special knife on this one was the one who killed your sister, Hoffman. Hoffman, we're gonna decipher the audio on that the tape of that guy.
Yes.
Can you come down to the can you come down to the evidence room where we're making that evidence with me and the other guy and the third person who are the only people who know about this?
Yeah.
And then while they're there, they're just like unscrambling it, which, maybe we'll talk about later, more of that aspect of it, and slowly uncovering it. But when they get to like hearing Hoffman's voice, they're not surprised. They're like, we got you. Like, this was all a sting, but it was a sting where they invited him again to be with the only physical copy of this evidence and the only people who know about it, so he can just kill them.
Yeah.
They don't have like a bunch of officers behind the other door ready to arrest him or anything.
Yeah. Get him.
They haven't told anyone. It's like they were getting ready, because he attacks them immediately as soon as it becomes clear that there's no way he can bluff his way out.
Yeah.
I almost feel like the way they set that up is it was going to get to there, and then Erickson was going to turn to him and be like, all right, well, now obviously you're a cop, so we're not going to arrest you or punish you for this in any way. So let's talk about how we can help you get away with this.
Yeah.
But he just jumped the gun. He just killed him instead.
Yeah.
It's a real shame. And now it's a real crime because he killed a cop. And so he can't get away with that.
That's true. And it's three cops even. And he did it with like stabbing them and crazy shit.
Yeah, he had like ninja knives ready to go. It's like fucking
I think it was just a regular knife.
But like he was like all ninja with it.
Yeah, he was very
like
fast.
A hidden blade. It's very cool. Very, very cool.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys have different thoughts on the police conduct in this movie.
Nope. I think you are exactly correct.
Well, it's tough because the cop that seems to be superior to him, I'm not convinced knows that the other guy's that he's Jigsaw, but the other one, the girl who's younger than him,
Perez,
seems to know the whole time that someone else is Jigsaw, but she doesn't know it's him. But like, what I think is so weird about him in those scenes is she'll go like she'll say something like, "Hey, we looked at the fingerprints and they don't match what's his name Stroud's prints the way that you would expect they do, even though they are his prints." And then he would just go like, "Oh, I thought they would," or like he doesn't try to be like he can't play it cool at all. And maybe it's that this actor just doesn't work super well, but also it's just like, I figure if you're Saw, like the idea that this guy is Saw Acolyte 2 after the other one, which she was fine. I wouldn't say she was perfect at it either, but like he can barely pull off placing fake fingerprints. Like that wasn't part of the plan. So like, how is he gonna do all this other shit? I'm shocked all the machines started on time, because like it's hard to do so. That's part of the weird thing about him is he's like the world's greatest engineer. The more you get into the traps, the more it's like, how the fuck did he come up with this? But with this, it's like, yeah, and he gave it to the dumbest guy. So it's kind of amazing that it went this far.
Yeah, that'd be funny if that was like part of like Saw. It's like, oh shit, everything fell apart because this new Jigsaw sucks.
I mean, really, when the cops all go to visit the lady from the first trap in the movie, the now one-armed lady, and he's just like, "Did you learn your lesson from it?
Oh
just
my
like
God.
really intense. It's like, I think they should just arrest him there and then. If I'm Perez in that scene, I turn to the other guy and I'm like, well, he's Jigsaw, right? Like, why would he say that?
Yeah, that would be like if in Night of Silence of the Lambs, they were like, he wanted us to eat him, and then that's like Hannibal Lecter disguised as a cop. Like, what did he taste like? Was he good? And then like, wait a second, that's only a question Hannibal Lecter would care about. And he just ran away. Because, and I also feel like the answer to that question is kind of. I'm not sure exactly the lesson he was trying to give me was like, don't do subprime mortgages, but the metaphor is kind of crossed. So I think I get what he was going for. Like, but you know, if you find him, let him know this was an 8 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10.
I mean, he directly told us, it's like, I'm mad that you did subprime mortgages, so you have to cut off pieces of your body. And it's like,
yeah.
I don't really, I guess like pound of flesh, like you have to pay your pound of flesh. But like, I don't know. It doesn't really feel thematically appropriate.
No, not at all. I feel like if anything, what you'd want is like a version of that where it's a person, like the idea of pitting them against each other is interesting, but I don't think it really plays here. But I feel like you would want a person judged against like something that keeps getting worse. Like it's like you have to cut off this much flesh in 1 minute or this much flesh in 2 minutes, and it like kind of compounds like interest. So like they don't make the decision fast enough and they have to start cutting everything off and then they just die. That's the thing. People don't usually survive saw traps either. Like, it's very rare that you get survivors in these movies because of how lose they are, and how part of the thing of these is he's kind of fucking with them. Like, he doesn't really want them to learn their lesson. But yeah, it's weird.
All right, but why don't I go ahead and spin this rusty wheel again?
Is it okay?
You know,
sound.
It might have trouble with higher pitched noises after doing a Saul voice for so long.
I mean, it sounds like a merry-go-round. That's very similar to what or like a rusty one would sound like. So for sure.
Regardless, it landed on one of yours, Nando.
This is important. This is just like this one is called, but I'm the janitor. Because the first Saw trap puts the main character who knows everybody and has beef with everybody against the somewhat like normal, at least kindly janitor. Doesn't have anything to do with any of this. Yep. Besides maybe seeing them and being like, I like what they're doing. I hope I clean up well so they can throw more people's, the files in the trash. They're in the breathing thing, right? We don't know. And I saw, he gets lucky. But like the guy, he says like the other man is a smoker, so he can't hold his breath really well. But like, what if the main guy hyperventilates or something, and then he gets body crushed because your machine does body crush him a little bit? Then does the janitor have to do all the saw traps? He's not gonna get it. Like, or does everybody just sit on the fucking merry-go-round? Like, feel like we're probably last in line, but I don't know. Maybe something's broken up front. Like, do the lights all turn on? Like when the fucking log flume breaks at Disney World and someone comes out and starts.
Yeah, you just hear him go. Well, no, you go, DJ.
I was gonna say, is it impossible for the woman to get out of the maze because the key is in the dead guy?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Is there also a key in the janitor?
Like, it's just so, like, the idea that... Oh, I was just going to say, the idea that some of the traps turn on the people, where it's like, oh, you or this person live or die, sure, that feels right. But that's the first one feels insane to start off a trio with a plot and stuff.
Especially, like, Hoffman does leave these traps at one point. To go do police stuff. So it would be really funny if he had left early and then it happened where like the main guy dies and then the janitor gets let go and the janitor's just kind of like standing around like, what am I supposed to do? And there's just no answer because Hoffman's not there. It's just like,
I kind of want Hoffman to have this. I wish he had to save face and be like, okay, you've learned your lesson about breathing. custodian. Now
Don't-
there's
don't-
4 things on his wrists and ankles. I want you to take them off of him. I'm going to throw a key down, a little thing. You put them on yourself. Because that's where they were supposed to go. It's you taking on his sins. I'm going to have to explain a lot of rest of this to you because I don't think you understand the complexities of the insurance industry. But
also, the payoff for the son is not nearly going to be as good when he chooses to kill you.
yeah. Also, real quick, can you eat the key? I'm going to give you a knife and you're going to cut it out of this other guy. And I need you to get the key into you. Because that's going to be really important later.
Also, the woman in that cage you'll see is his sister. So
Yeah,
I guess
it's
let
not
her
his
know.
wife. His sister. So that would have been pretty exciting for me, I guess, or something. Because he would obviously know that. Yeah, I mean, that guy doesn't even have to. He could just sit there and wait. Like sometimes the way that this Saw Trap too, and I don't think we've talked about this at all. Is it a zoo? That abandoned zoo, right? And like a lot of the times with the Saw Traps, they kind of figure out where Saw is pretty early, but they just can't do anything because of how booby trapped everything is. They can't go in and save everybody. But with this one, it's like if they figured out that there's a zoo by fucking, I don't know, dolphin blood in the fingerprints or something, they could get these guys real easy. Like it does not seem like he put that much effort into it.
Yeah.
But
a little known fact is this is also a sequel to We Bought a Zoo.
Oh
my God. But they didn't think about the lives we're taking from the animals and the zoo people.
That's right.
Or something. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, the Saw Traps are bad. Spin the wheel again. Tick, 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 tick. Ooh, land that one at DJs.
This is a quick one, but I call this one Mr. Lonely. In the second Saw game, where he has to pick between like the woman or the guy, I love how they just like keep flashing photos that I guess Jigsaw took of them.
Yeah.
And like the woman, it's like, oh, her with her family member, just insert different family member, like her mom or her like cousins or whatever. And then every photo of the guy is him by himself on a bench in like sad sepia tone. And I can't tell what the point Jigsaw was trying to make here, but it's like, will you pick the woman with a lot of family? Or I guess as he was healthier, it's like your formula says it should be him, but really your formula is stupid. It should be her. And it's like,
because like Jigsaw has kind of like a weird point where it's like your formula says which people are most likely to live long and which ones are not, but they don't factor in the will to live. Like, and so I guess his point is here is like, she has so much to live for while he's a sad sack, pathetic loser with nothing to live for. And if I'm that guy, I'm like, what? Because my parents are dead? What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm younger than her. I'm going to have a family eventually. It's just not in the cards right now. I don't know if you saw it. There's a big crisis happening with all our money is gone. So me and, Jessica are waiting a little bit before we start things up. But are there not pictures of her in there? What does it say? Bench? Every single one is me on a bench? This is bullshit. That's why these guys, for some reason, even though nobody else gets this, have their mouths tied up so they can't be like, they can't make the case for like, because one of these people you'd figure would go like, I'll give you 10 grand if you kill her instead of me. I'm rich and have money, so you're
someone
you're
tried.
That does happen later.
Well,
that's true. Yeah, they do get that one, but that's like this one. I feel like it's so binary that they never make the case for the guy, but there has to be a case for the guy.
Well, I mean, the case for everyone is killing people is bad,
right? Yeah,
but that's also what feels so weird about these ones is like. The third one or the third and fourth ones, sure, those are also evil insurance people. This is the first one's the janitor, and the second one is like a couple of secretaries. Like they're not evil; they're just random office workers. Why do they deserve to die, Jigsaw?
They should have hammered the point home for what I think it was you saying earlier, that they should have just made him full evil. And like, you must choose. And he's like, you think you know me, Jigsaw? And he just like lets go of both of them and has them both drop.
Yeah.
I have no humanity.
You need something Jigsaw. Like that. Or like, he doesn't know who they are. but he finds out they're people that he should have liked or something after the fact. And he's like, oh, that person, I let him die, but they're actually my second cousin. Ooh, I feel so bad about it.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't do that. And that's stupid.
Yeah. So I just wanted to
Very
bring that up
stupid.
because that is very silly. I think we got a couple more here. I'll spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick. Diggins.
I got one here that just says, next time on Days of Our Saws.
Okay.
I want to talk about the way this movie is filmed.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
We've kind of alluded to it already. And my intro was referencing it, but there are so many times in this movie where the camera just zooms in and out of everything, like every angle of the scene, while like jet noises are going. It's like, and then there'd be flashes of sepia toned flashbacks to other things in other Saw movies.
Mm-hmm.
And it just does that for like 5 full seconds. And then goes back to the previous shot like nothing happened.
Uh-huh.
What's going on? Why is it like that?
To make
makes
you
more
mad,
sense.
Diggins.
I feel like it makes more sense in other movies where the flashbacks matter and are kind of something.
Yeah, right.
But these are so, it feels like it's so like, we have to have a little flashback here so that it seems like what's happening is connected to other stuff. But because, like we're saying with the sister thing, like it doesn't make any difference. But the movie knows there's supposed to be a twist somewhere around that point of the movie, so it conjures one. And like a lot of the rest of this with like the going from like the blue camera to the yellow camera and like the crazy flashes of editing. It's like, I remember there was a time when they threw a woman through a window and then they were in a different room. So like we should probably do a weird transition here. But they don't have any idea what they're actually doing.
Sorry, you just reminded me of another like stupid way they do this fake out, which is at the beginning, Jigsaw is like, if you don't make it to the end, you'll never see your family again.
Yeah.
And it's like, it turns out what he meant by that was his sister. And it's like, no one,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm that guy, I would be like, what, my family? What are you talking about?
Just right.
Like, I wouldn't automatically jump to, oh, you mean my sister?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wait, doesn't this character have a wife?
No.
If he does, we never see her.
It's never made clear either. It's all just like alluded to in the beginning of the movie. It's a mysterious family member who we assume is a wife. Listen, we don't know what it is him and his sister have going on. Maybe they have a very close
I kind of
relationship.
assumed there was he should have a wife. Like,
You think?
this character would,
Yes.
like a trophy wife or something, but like if that would exist.
Wait, DJ, do you think that there might be something that would make sense in a spin-off sitcom in this movie?
Oh, now you're talking.
Maybe, a little close-ish relationship. Maybe get a nephew involved. Might be something there.
Good. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it.
But yeah. Also, is it me? There's something about the lighting, or like, yeah, the lighting or the frame rate or something of this movie, where it just feels like a soap opera, where it feels like cheaply made.
Yeah.
I can't quite put my finger on it visually, but it doesn't look bad, but it looks weird.
No, you're definitely right. It's hard
I get
to tell.
It's like for those 3 years when all the settings on the new fancy TVs were all like
Yeah, it's a movie with
the high
motion
frame rate
smoothing
thing.
on.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, what am I watching?
And I feel like it's especially bad in the scenes where it's like taking place in the normal world. I think part of it might be the way that everyone's dressed and styled. They all look pretty like fake, and like they all look like characters on a TV show as opposed to like people. But that's not that different from how a lot of these go. So I can't just be that. It must be like lighting and like the really heavy yellow lights and like because that's kind of how those get kind of blasted. Those sitcoms, like, or not sitcoms, the soap operas have that like, really forgiving lighting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely like even just the scene where the ex-wife, I guess, still technically of him, takes the stuff out of the box. It's got a very like, weird. It's hard to tell. I don't know. People have seen these movies. Let us know why you think it's like a soap opera.
The other problem is that they put like this stupid heavy filter on all the flashbacks and or like dream ghost possible scenes, and because those are interspersed, it gives the movie this like weird feeling because you spend a lot of time like looking at just kind of like weird filtered scenes.
And I must emphasize again, the first time they did that, I genuinely couldn't tell if it was supposed to be a flashback or if she was hallucinating.
Yeah.
No,
that's fair.
So not great, right? Not great on all
good.
counts. Yeah. So you're not alone, Diggins. I felt that too.
And then it also ends on a soap opera cliffhanger where he breaks out of the trap, and it's like, what's going to happen next? Find out next time.
Yeah, and then the little baby knows is secretly evil, so maybe they'll do even more evil stuff in the future. I don't know if I want to watch the next one, but I definitely want to read the summary of it because I'm kind of curious where it goes. Like, yeah. I wonder if like these ever connect to the Spiral one either. Like, do you think like Samuel L. Jackson, whoever's the bad one, that one is like a disciple of this guy who like watched all his Saw stuff and was like, I'd like to do Saw. Because this guy never mentioned him. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, if I've learned anything, it's that these movies love revealing that a guy who wasn't there before was actually there the whole time. Or a guy who was there before but was seemingly innocuous was actually part of it. Which is another big soap opera thing. I don't know. I'm coming around to Saw soap opera theory.
Saw
soap opera.
Yeah.
Soap. Sopra.
Sopra. It's a sopra, brah.
Uh-oh. Is a special guest here?
No.
Did you know he was in one of them? Not him. Your brother. Donnie Wahlberg is in one of the Saws. I think Saw 3 or 4. Yeah, he's a main character in these. That's how bad some of these are. Like, it is funny that this franchise never produced any stars. There was never any, besides Tobin Bell, who was an actor before that, but like, none of these guys are people you'd ever recognize. I don't know, maybe somebody does show up in one of them where you're like, oh, it's him, but like compared to something like a Final Destination movie where like Mary Elizabeth Winstead is just in there, none of that happens that I can remember. I'll do the Saw 5 cast now. I'm sure I'll be immediately proven wrong. Nope.
Adam Driver.
They're all. Megan Good is in that one. That's like an actor. She kind of counts. But yeah, it's like Luke from Gilmore Girls. He's in a couple of these, and that's about it. And it's more than enough.
Why don't I go ahead and spin this rusty wheel again, though? It goes like a. Wow, it's kind of like a monkey for some reason. Weird.
That's kind of sound like a monkey, yeah.
But it landed on one of yours, Nando.
Oh, okay, cool. Right before I say what that is, I just want to mention I did kind of discount that Cary Elwes is in the first one, but he's just like one of the main guys in it. I'm talking about like people in these also, later ones where you're introducing new crops of guys.
He didn't become famous after being in Saw. He was a famous guy who was in Saw.
Yes, that's right. But anyway, my thing's called Hey, I Think Your Husband is Saw. I want to talk about the conversation that they have at the party, because we get it in a flashback between Saw and Tobin Bell, whatever, and then the health insurance guy. And we know this. I can't remember where we're told this, but John, whatever. What is his name? John something.
Kramer.
John Kramer, yeah.
Is it John Kramer?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's John Kramer.
What's the other Kramer's guy's name from the show where he yells about money? Jim Kramer. Okay. That's why I got him confused for a second. So we know John Kramer runs a halfway house, I believe, or something like that. I can't remember if that's explained in this movie, but that's his whole thing because he cares about like living and dying and making a choice to care about your life, whatever. So that's information we already have. But then the guy goes to he's at a party, and we're reminded of the party because under the first collar, Jigsaw has scratched the word party onto him. And he goes, oh, okay, I just have to know him from the party, and doesn't just go, I think it wants me to dance. But we remember the party, and it's like a cocktail party. Like, it is raising money for, I believe, the halfway house on behalf of the charity or this guy's personal money. So like either way, they're doing good stuff. And Jigsaw is like, oh, you and me are in the same business, life and death. And he's like, oh yeah, kind of, I guess. And I do healthcare stuff. So, you know, I'm like an insurance guy. And John Kramer says, John Kramer first asks, like, well, how does that, oh, that sounds interesting. How does that work? And he's like, well, you know, we have a algorithm that calculates it. And if you're positive, we let you get your surgery. If negative, you don't. It's a lot of factors. And then John's like, well, who made the algorithm? And he's like, that was me. I invented the algorithm. And then Jigsaw says, and as far as he knows, he is a just random man whose wife whose wife knows him, by the way, that she's not part of it. Like he's like a person she brought for the event. He says, oh, so you get to choose who lives and who dies. Like, and I'm just thinking like, man, I guess you don't know what Saw is right now, because I think in this part of the story, all the stuff hasn't happened yet. But like once a Saw guy comes around, you're like, I definitely know him. I've met Saw at least once. Lives and dies is so specific, and he loves to use that. And then when I said not really, he had a big argument with me about how life matters and all this stuff. Like it's all in his manifesto, I think. But like, yeah, it's that guy. I have all of his records because he was we had his insurance, so I can lead you right to him.
Well, but at this point, people know that John Kramer is Saw. The journalist lady his sister wrote a whole book about it.
Yeah.
Right, but in the party,
no,
we don't see
yet.
what
I don't
happened
at the party yet.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Between the party
like,
and
once Saw stuff happens, he could be like, "Wait a minute, this is just like that guy I talked to."
You hear about him on the news, you'd be like, "Oh, right, yeah, that was the guy who talked about that. What was this thing? Oh, halfway houses. Oh, wait, they're all drug addicts. Oh, and he's an engineer. I got it. Okay, yeah. Do I have his mailing address right here? Yeah, let's go get him. Like
it's Saw,
and."
Yeah.
I know his wife's name. Like I have her number. I could call her, and like, she probably doesn't love what's going on, but you know, I don't think we need to like bring her into it.
If I'm this guy though, because like I said, you know, his sister has written a whole book about how John Kramer was Jigsaw and did a bunch of big murders. And like Hoffman apparently says she distorted facts and sensationalized it. But right. The basic fact of John Kramer was Jigsaw is, I think, in there. If I'm him, I now know that I denied insurance to Jigsaw, the guy who creates elaborate death traps for people who he thinks did bad things. How is he not expecting the death trap at any moment?
Right? And I imagine his sister comes over every week or something, and it's like, by the way, they found a new piece of one of his traps. It chops off your toe and makes you eat it. And he's like, stop telling me about these. It's not going to help. He's not going to use the same one again. Or maybe he thought that. Maybe he's like been practicing reverse bear trap at home in his garage because he's like, I can beat that one. I'm like,
he'll never
aren't
get
all
me.
as complicated. Yeah, but it's but yeah, you would definitely not want to hear about it much more than. Unless you want to hear about it constantly, which is an option, I guess. But yeah, it's weird that his sister is the Jigsaw person, and like by this point in the Jigsaw mythos, all the characters know he's dead, and there's another person doing Jigsaw stuff, right? Yeah. Like she doesn't have any ideas about that, or like she hasn't like kind of figured it out. It's crazy how much the wife is just around, like how much you can just go to her house and check on her. Like, I've just assumed she's doing it. And I'm sure they check.
And she can boxes from her husband. Mysterious boxes filled with death trap stuff. And no one checks.
Nobody checks.
One's like, oh, sorry, ma'am. The famous serial killer left you a mysterious box. We do have to go through that first.
Yeah. And it's not even like in their stupid secret code of like, me and you, we had always planned this, and like it's a location, it says a picture of a location, and we remember that that's what it's called. It just says 1, and then it probably gives the blueprints of the thing, and then 2 blueprints of the thing, and then probably says do 2 after 1, and then keep going until 6, and then it's like, you are done. Good job on Saw. Put all the packages back in the thing and throw this into a river or something. But like, yeah, it honestly, at this point, you'd be like, I don't think she knows he Saw. I think she thinks it's somebody else, because otherwise there'd have to be a more personal way to do this. But by this point, she would have to have figured that out.
I mean, I do have to congratulate John Kramer on being the inventor of the Legacy board game.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a inventor of the Legacy board game and the escape room. These are the proto escape rooms, especially 2 and 3. But yeah, he does. So it's everything. He's so like, I think it's so funny that he has the number 1 written on the thing, just the big number 1. Like,
yeah. Well, how else would you know which one comes first?
Right, like that's what you would get in an escape room. They'd hand you a big clue that would say "clue" on it, and you go, "Oh, okay," and then you turn it over. Like that's what he gave her.
How fun!
Yeah. All right. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she kind of knew he wasn't very good at all. That she knew he was great at the puppet stuff and great at the designing the machines, but like the other parts of the presentation, she didn't expect much from him. So, yeah, that's probably fine.
Yeah, well, he's never really like a, graphic designer. He's an engineer, right. Famously not very interested in the aesthetics of it.
Exactly. And he's so good at that. He probably have no time to look up tutorials on how to like figure out his fonts and stuff. But he does have an aesthetic. It's just puppet. The puppet does everything. Mm-hmm. Turn on TV, puppet.
Yeah, he had
turn
one
on the
idea,
light, and then a puppet flies at you.
Yeah. Well, you have a good one. You got to roll with it.
It's iconic. Yeah. But anyway, speaking of rolling, one more spin on this wheel, I think is ready. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, it landed on one of DJ's. DJ?
This is a really quick one, but it's called I teleported 50 miles to a Waffle House.
Oh, no.
Don't know that reference. Google it. It's a great time. I just think it's amazing that anytime Saw or Jigsaw needs a person, that he just gets him, right? You just get your pig mask and you kidnap him, and it's like you probably just teleport him. You have to worry about security cameras or witnesses, or you just teleport him 50 miles to a Waffle House, where Waffle House would probably be a great location for a Saw, by the way. If Jigsaw wanted to take notes. But yeah, I just, I don't
think so. Too dirty, and I think any given Waffle House employee could beat a saw trap.
Oh, absolutely.
That's true. Yeah. Hold my breath, please. Stop it. Go through hot steam. Shut up.
I do that every day for work.
Survive a gunshot, please. Like,
yeah,
ain't got nothing. But yeah, that's a very minor nitpick, I know, but just, very critical element of the Saw games is being able to get who you need. And it's like, wow, good thing the idiot healthcare CEO shot the security guard.
Yeah.
Who was like, I think I see someone.
And also, like, sorry, you go.
You go ahead.
I was going to say, and Hoffman's a cop who is just putting on a pig mask and going around kidnapping people and in the middle of like public areas or like buildings full of people, and no one notices anything.
Yeah. And like in other scenarios, the people don't always know each other. Sometimes it's just 5 unrelated people who each have some sort of Saw justice they need to get or something. But with this one, it's like everybody that's worked at this place just disappears one day. Like, is this company retreat or something? And he poisoned the van. Like, how did he get them all? Every single one. And then if one of them didn't get got, would they have skipped that test or something? Because like Hoffman's a tough guy, but he's not like bigger than every single person here. Some of these guys are pretty tough. Like,
it's true.
Yeah. Like you kind of figured the way something like this would go. Healthcare executive, is the part of the is the player, and then everybody in the game is somebody he has denied a claim to or something like that. And as the movie goes on, the detectives would be like, what links all these people? And they'd be, oh, this went to this hospital, they went to this hospital, they were sick with this, they were sick with this. Wait a second, the insurance claims. But with this, if you just go, wait a second, what links all these guys? Oh, they work together and know each other, and these 6 people are called the 6 guys, and this guy's shot, so it's them. They must be here somewhere.
Well, but in this movie, the cops never even learn that this Saw game is happening.
That's true. Little secret one. Yeah, that's a good point. I'd have to assume the cops show up, because otherwise that lady's just standing there with the
I think she's dead.
Just very slowly unwinding the barbed wire noose around her neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that probably, getting a barbed wire noose around your neck is probably a death sentence, no matter what happens afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not good.
So I think that just leaves with a couple of questions. Is it woke?
Yeah, I would say this is as woke as these get, right? Because it's like healthcare is bad, healthcare executives are bad.
I mean, but also, is it?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
I don't think it's woke. Yeah.
It does think subprime mortgages are bad. I think that one's pretty unambiguous.
Okay.
Compared to earlier ones where it's like, you're a drug addict who doesn't value your life, go jump in a pool of needles. Like, this is very precise and like specifically directed at a political agenda that I would say feels woke-ish. Like, honestly, like, you know, we'll talk about Luigi, but like, that's kind of woke, that it's something that he might be like, cool, you know?
Yeah, I think they muddle the message, but I think the core idea is woke.
Classic Saw.
Nando, could you defeat it? And I think by it we mean Saw. Could you get through the Saw?
I mean, I could definitely get through it, but like, because there's nothing wrong with, like, there's very little at stake for the guy, and I don't really like healthcare executives. So if Jigsaw was like sitting between you or 6 healthcare executives, you have 2 bullets and or 4 bullets, and 2 of them can survive. I'd be like, can I get extra 2 bullets, please? We need to get all of them, sir. I have a feeling there's something wrong with the system.
There are 6 bullets, but it's like, but you can save 2 of them, and it's like, do I have to save 2 of them?
Yeah.
Can I just let all 6 go off?
Can I shoot none of them and just leave them here to die? That seems like that'll be even worse than shooting them. But yeah, I feel like, so I don't have any sympathy for the healthcare executives. I do think like the cleaning ladies and stuff, I'd have a hard time watching die. But so yeah, and then, but the problem with these is so many times in the end, it's just like, but fuck you, you're dead anyway. That like, there's really not much you can do to get out of them. Here's what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't learn my lesson, and I wouldn't become an acolyte to Saw in the next one, because I just would not. It's too much business. So for that reason, he probably would have to kill me. But
I mean, the whole idea that so many of the people who live through these become acolytes of Saw is so crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. And it just exists because they want this guy to have a terminal illness, so he does have to die eventually. But if Saw keeps happening, there must be somebody else that was doing it the whole time. And like, they have to invent people that can have been sawing in the rest of the movies. And yeah, it's this one, it's the other one, and then maybe someone else in the future, probably us, you know, the relative of Saw or something. I don't know what happens to the Saw's wife in future Saw stuff.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know if she's like a big player or not, but I feel like she probably isn't.
Is she in previous Saws? Is this her first appearance?
I don't remember her. They aren't usually as directly about what happened to Saw. They're usually more about what happened to the people. And then sometimes Saw has known them or something, and like they find that out, but it's not like, in this room is a bunch of people I met, so it's something that my sister would work with, or my wife would care about as well. It does feel like it's just, he's like kind of Batman doing his own thing, and his wife might as well not know it exists. But so yeah, that would be the hard part, is I don't think I would learn my lesson. And I get a crazy question based on nothing. We were talking about it before, actually. Remember the Seinfeld, or not Seinfeld, what's the other one? Friends. This guy Joey on Friends. would he be able to beat a Saw? Because he also doesn't learn his lesson because he's a sitcom. He's also kind of dumb. Right?
Can a dumb person get to a Saw?
Joey could, especially if he get through some of them. If he's pitted against someone, like I think he would accidentally get the guy to start hyperventilating so that it would crush the guy or something like that. Like Joey would, be like, the guy would be like, I don't breathe, right? And Joey'd be like, no, there's a new technique, I'm pretty sure, where you breathe so fast that it doesn't even know you're breathing. And that's how you beat these things. It's like, I don't think that's true. Point. Trust me. I was a doctor once, and then he'd do it, and they'd be like, on a sitcom, on the daytime show. So that's similar doctor stuff, but maybe they made that up.
Yeah, I think maybe Joey tries to save all these people, but through comic ineptitude accidentally kills them, and that gets him through the traps.
Yeah, and like as the traps go on, like during the trap explanations, Joey wouldn't learn this, but we the audience would hear that everybody he's killing is actually totally deserves it. Like they're all bad, and there's this like background information that Joey's not getting because he's trying to help them, but we the audience are like, man, Joey's doing a service to the world. And then also the last kid would never kill Joey because we know even if you,
that's true.
I mean, people dislike Joey, but they always eventually become his friend and love him later. Mm-hmm. So he'll charm that kid. So he's not getting hydrochloric acid.
But the kid's mom is right there. So Joey might start hitting on the mom. And then the kid's like, stop hitting on my mom. Hydrofluoric acid time.
He'd understand.
That's tough. Yeah. I mean, in this universe, Joey's a famous actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be pretty scary, I feel like, if you're the kid. That'd also be kind of curious if this guy is also a Saw. And I think Joey would get really, really like it would work. The mom would be totally under Joey's spell. And then the son would be like, I don't like you. I thought your movie Hardcore or whatever it's called was stupid, and then kill him or something like that. Or
the kid. Yeah. The kid would be that little girl who hates the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Some version of that. Like they would have some weird, like, I went on a date to your movie once and it was so bad that the girlfriend never came back and then left, and now I'm really upset. So
now we're just describing Pop Wins from the Menu.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good movie. But yeah, that is how Joey tends to lose people, is when the acting's so bad that they don't like working with him or anything. So his work would come back to haunt him. Yeah. So what are we doing next week, fellas? Do we have an idea?
It's a good question.
It's like a movie that comes out this week, right?
What's coming out?
There's The Mummy.
Oh. We gotta do a Mummy.
I mean, we don't have to do The Mummy.
Like I'm just saying. Horror movie about like a little scary kid. So...
And everyone says it's bad.
Yeah, I would do that the old Mummy. You want to do like the Brendan Fraser ones? Those are pretty cool.
What about Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy?
I mean, maybe. I don't know how. I've never watched one of those, but if it's long enough, then I don't see why not.
What about Yumi and Tuscany? Some fun.
That's on Netflix, right? Is that? I could see it. That could be fun.
We're in a. I think it's in theaters. We're in a real between time right now. This is yeah. Unless we do Balls Up.
I mean, maybe. I haven't heard anything about it. Is it bad? Like, I imagine it's bad, but maybe it's like kind of funny bad.
Maybe.
We do the Michael Jackson biopic where nothing bad happens. Really,
just like in his life. Nothing bad.
Just like in his life. He died when he was 32. Did you know that? Nothing ever happened after that. He's a different guy.
I think it was 1998.
Yeah.
I think nothing comes out till Animal Farm. It's crazy.
Oh God.
And like there are
and
things,
then Mortal Kombat 2. Fuck.
There's probably stuff that's hitting VOD that's like kind of fun. Like I'm looking at a list of like stuff in like the Yeti, or like what was the other one? So another movie that I saw on this list that was like, oh, that's like something that, like Primitive War. I don't know. It's going to be on Hulu, which is the movie where they go to fight dinosaurs or something. There's that pizza movie. I don't know. We got options, but we could do another debt.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, really cut down. We had we can't let this subprime mortgage sink this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. But before that, do you guys want to get to our classic segment?
I would love to.
I would love that.
All right, let's recommend some things to the fine people. DJ, what do you have to recommend?
What do I have to recommend? Great question, Nando. I'm glad you asked. Totally prepared. I have there's a video that Dan Olson released on his YouTube Foldable Human about going on Beast Games Season 2. He has one that's like him talking about the review of Beast Games Season 2, but I think he has one on his Patreon about going on it. Which if you're not on his Patreon, I'm not gonna pay to spend your money. But he puts out great stuff. But yeah, he went on Beast Games, which I can't believe he did that. But maybe he had
because he is brain, not brawn, I assume, right? This was the one that separated them by intelligent versus strong.
But he has a very measured. Well, it's just good, unless you don't want to hear about Beast Games. I can't help you if you don't want to hear about Beast Games. I also understand if that's the case. So that's one. I also watched. So I think I mentioned it on the pod. I started watching Age of Attraction, the date but old, or age gap, whatever. One of them is always old in that scenario. It's not good. Don't watch it. I'm not recommending it. Right. There was a funny part, Nando, where it's not
illegal.
Before they do the break, where they're like, there were a lot of couples who met. There were a lot of couples who met who were around the same age. Where it's like, I'm 34. Oh my god, I'm 33, and they're like, wow. But they said that they only moved forward with people who had a age gap of 15 years or more as part of the experiment. Their favorite fucking words. But I'm not recommending that. What did get Netflix through my way? You guys ever watch Love on the Spectrum?
I've heard of it, but I hear it's nice and not bad, so I don't watch it.
It is nice and not bad.
Yeah.
So
doesn't scratch that same itch.
Doesn't scratch that saw itch for you, seeing bad people be punished.
I like that. I don't want to see Saw on the Spectrum. That would be bad. But
oh my god.
Maybe some people would want to watch it. I don't know.
Love on the Spectrum is so it's not a dating reality competition. It's just like a dating show. I think they tag it as like a documentary, which I guess is kind of what it is, but because it just shows people dating. All these people dating have ASD, autism spectrum disorder, and it kind of shows their journey. And Nando's right. It's nice. I never watched it before, but I was like, let me just give this a shot. And it's pleasant. And it's nice to see these people who a lot of them aren't sure if they'll be able to find love, kind of find that, same kind of, tropey stuff or whatever. But it's just nice. And there's no hook, which is great. There's no and the 5 couples who can go through this obstacle course gets $100,000. It's just a show. And that's sometimes it's better. Sometimes show with no hook is just good also. So yeah.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't give them money. We should give the others money. The neurotypicals get money, but these guys just get to work.
Little parade. I mean, no one on the other ones, I guess, get money. Like Love is Blind or the Age one.
They pay you on Love is Blind, right? But it's like secret money or something. Nobody really knows.
All the money comes to the endorsements, really. So
yeah.
But yeah, so I it's worth checking out if you're into that kind of thing. So that's all I have to recommend.
That's great, DJ. Diggins, do you have anything to recommend for the fine people?
I do. What a natural transition.
I'm good at it because I did it so many times, which was one. Never even took a second time.
Certainly not past a second time. I have seen some movies since the last time we did one of these. I'm just going to talk about a couple of them. One, I went to see The Drama.
Oh yeah, that's on my list too.
The movie was in with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. I really liked it.
That is not specific enough, Diggins. You have to talk about specifically which movie with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson: The Odyssey, Dune 3, or the drama, because they're in a lot
talking
of
about the
movies
drama.
Together. The drama. Okay, good.
It's the one where they're going to get married, and they, but then something comes out about Zendaya that makes Robert Pattinson be like, "Whoa, do I even know this person?" I really liked it. I felt like the sort of like moral quandary of it was like interesting enough to like hold the movie while not being like so bad or so weird that it just like took over or like was distracting.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the way it's really not about the moral question so much as sort of like this spiraling out of like, if you find out something bad, but like, I don't want to get into the spoiler of it because I feel like finding out what it is, but like, if you find something out about that, about a person you thought you knew well, like, does that change your relationship with them, or is it still the same? Because it's really like nothing's different exactly.
Specifically, what do you do if your friend's wife is being a real fucking problem about it? And that,
I know,
that's
right?
the hardest part of
like,
the whole situation.
I think we can all agree that who's that? Alana Haim?
Yeah.
Haim. She's very overreacting.
100%, and debatably worse of a story. Yeah, wild character in that.
But and then sort of like the way the tension builds of like just that anxiety. I thought the actual wedding was a rough watch in a good way. But yeah,
it had a very. I was gonna say, I can't remember. Did you watch Curb? Are you a Curb guy?
I haven't. I can't do cringe like that. I just can't.
I know. Yeah. It has a very Curb Your Enthusiasm vibe to it, where like Larry's in trouble. Larry's kind of pissed off a couple people. They're all meeting for the first time, and he has to kind of feel that out. Everybody's mad at him, so like that I feel like was fun energy.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm being kind of vague about it because, like I said, I feel like finding out what it is sort of like part of the movie. But if you're at all interested in it, I think it's a great time. So you should definitely go see it. Speaking of something that was slightly less great of a time, not bad, but just not as much good as I would have hoped. I saw Ready or Not 2, Here I Come.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever see the original, Nando?
Oh, yeah. I was a big fan of the original. I tried to go see this one night, and then I couldn't make it, so I just gave up forever. Even though I've been told that Zazie Beetz 1 is better. But maybe we'll see about that one of these days.
Okay, I've heard the Zazie Beetz 1 is worse than the first one. I haven't heard if it's better or worse than the second one.
Yeah, I've heard comparing the two that are in theaters now, the Zazie Beetz 1 is more fun and like just better. But
I could believe
anyway,
that.
what do you think of the new one?
It's not bad, but I do think it's less fun. I think they kind of, because like the premise of this one is like there's a bunch of other families that were part of this whole like Satan deal, and now they have a second hunt or hide and seek game with her because of obscure Satan rules. And I feel like they sort of, in spreading it out among like it's not just like this one family and like these specific characters. It's like there's all these different families and all these different types of weird rich people. It never gets specific enough to like really like bite. Like the satire just feels too broad to really mean anything. And then also like the characters don't get any development. So like, well, the main two do, the Samara Weaving and Catherine Newton do, but like none of the villain characters have anything going on with them really. So it just kind of ends up, again, like not bad. I still had a good time with it, but it just doesn't feel, it feels like a weaker retread of the original, which is never what you want in a sequel.
Yeah. And this is what I heard from a lot of people, which is a shame because I do think the first one's pretty fun. Like,
Yeah, no, the first one's definitely like, if you haven't seen that one, I would definitely recommend that. That's a good movie. But yeah, those are the new releases I've watched. What about you, Nando? Anything to rec?
So besides a bunch of shows that I am watching and have been watching, For All Mankind, very interesting right now. Obviously,
Oh, you remembered
Daredevil,
it.
I did, yeah, because I had to look it up before. Daredevil, Invincible, The Boys, those 3 shows are all really firing on all cylinders, but I'm making videos about them, so that one isn't as necessary. I will say I watched 2 movies, one in theaters, one at home. My theater movie was drama as well. And I also really liked it. I think it was really funny. Someone has to tell Robert Pattinson that he could just phone it in one of these times. You know, like he doesn't have to. He can be. He's handsome. He doesn't have to do these. Like, I kind of respect it, but I'm also like, get some cash, man. You deserve to be just doing one rom-com where you're nice on a poster and the lady's pretty and you're pretty and that's it. Because between this, Mickey 17, the Toon movie, like, what is? You know, and Batman, even his Batman is so weird. It's almost like he was in Twilight by accident or something. Like, and he got that role, but like he wasn't supposed to be a teen heartthrob, but it kind of did happen that way. Because, yeah, he's wild in this. Also, what's the other detail I love about it? I mean, I love it because the other thing I love about the drama is it is a funny, like, besides all the drama of it, the whole movie takes place over the course of a week right before the wedding. So you do see a lot of wedding stuff happening and seeing how kind of like banal it is. Like, just like there's a lot of things where you kind of just a little scene or something where a character will be like taking pictures and you'd be like, oh, this is stupid and this is stupid and this is stupid. As someone who has been to a lot of weddings and finds them really, really silly. Great, they're nice, but like so much of the pageantry of it is like is very silly that I appreciated that part. Also, I don't know, some sort of like, what do you mean, not employee of the month, but like coworker of the month prize can be given out during this movie to a certain character. Just incredible 5 minutes of screen time. But besides that, I think it's a funny movie. The people that are angry about it, by the way, because like there are people who are upset about it. Yeah. And of course there will be, no matter what it is. But I don't see how they watched the movie and got that from it, because it just doesn't. It feels like it actually, like, without saying it, like it gives the thing a lot of thought, and it feels like something that Robert Pattinson explains it once. Like, you go like, yeah, you know what, this is a thing. Okay, like we should maybe start thinking about it. But also just watch out for any of those posts, because if you see who's angry about it, then you will know what it is. You know, like the first day I saw a post about that and I was like, fuck, so bad. But yeah, really good movie, really funny, pretty light. Like, I mean, they curse and stuff, but like, it's not, I mean, not light, but like, it's a good time. And then the other movie I watched this week, this one I watched at home, was Eternity. I can't remember. Have you seen this movie?
Ooh, I haven't seen it. How is it?
You know, it's weird. I liked it, and I think they're all good in it. The main 3 plus the other 2. So it's like Miles Teller, Elizabeth Olsen, and then that guy from other stuff. I don't remember his name. He's like Newt Scamander's brother in those Fantastic Beasts movies. Callum Turner, is that a guy? I don't know. He plays this third husband, or the original husband, the third wheel on this thing. I think it is a very interesting story, and like kind of like with the drama, it's like, this is a thing. I mean, because this is all fantastic and silly, but like if you did marry 2 people and then you died, what do you do in heaven? Because they're both there. So it does explore that idea and like how complicated that would be. And I do think it gets at a lot of the emotional stuff. My main problem with it is that the heaven stuff is just really weird. So much so that, and this doesn't happen, I was expecting a twist at the end when it's clearly hell or something, because it is. Like, the whole thing is so, but like, and I don't mind that it's not, you know, going for that. Like, but I think Good Place kind of spoiled me on movies about the afterlife. And I enjoy all of the trappings of it and the design of it. I just found that as a mechanism for telling the story a little bit strange. But yeah, the it's pretty funny. Miles Teller's really good. Plays an old man, but as young, but like he's like, still pretending to be old. And Elizabeth Olsen's the same way. The other guy's pretend like himself the whole time because he died in the war when he was young. But I think it's a good enough movie. I understand why it's some people's favorite movie of the year. Not quite that for me, but like I appreciate it. I think who's it by? It's by an interesting person. Yeah, it's David Frayne, who I guess only really is known for this. Do they have something exciting coming up? No. Oh, never mind. I don't know why I thought they were. So it's interesting. Maybe they'll do stuff in the future. But yeah, I watched those things and then a bunch of other stuff. But those are the main ones. And then next week we'll see what we're doing. Do you want to get to our classic segment where we plug things, DJ?
Yeah, I do. Right? You haven't caught
Rejections? Is that happening?
Well, we haven't recorded one. We'll have one out. There'll probably be one out by the time this drops on the RuPaul's Drag Race finale. And I might talk a little more about Age of Attraction on that. And then I don't know. The Bachelorette getting canceled really threw like a wrench into things. Like Michelle started watching Love is Blind, Beyond the Villa. I refuse.
Shouldn't have hit that baby.
But
what is that?
Sorry, not Love is Blind. Love Island, Beyond the Villa.
Oh, okay. I'd watch that.
Sorry, the follow up to Love Island, which I refuse to watch. So it's kind of, I guess it'll be RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars at some point. I want that new fucking Ultimatum season, Diggins. Maybe you'll finally watch one.
I will not.
I just think you might want to give it a shot. And we're supposed to get a Temptation Island this year at some point.
That's all I need.
I know.
Give me that Mark Wahlberg, Mark H. Wahlberg, or Mark L. Wahlberg, or whatever.
But Roses and Rejections, wherever you get your podcasts, or it's the Pop Break. If you search for it, you find it. But it's on the Pop Break podcast network.
Great job, DJ. What about you, Diggins? Do you have anything to plug to time people?
Nope. What about you, Nando?
Oh my God, videos about Daredevil, about The Boys, and then whatever the other one is, Invincible. Videos about those three things, plus a bunch of casting things. Maybe something about the CinemaCon, because that happened today. We kind of learned some things about it. And then other videos that are also in the works. Those will all be out in time. We live in a fascinating time.
We live in time. I've heard that.
We do live in time. I've never watched that one. Which one was that?
I think that's the Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh sort of.
Oh yeah.
Not asynchronous, like non-linear love story thing. It's good. I liked it. It's cute. It's nothing amazing.
Seems like a bummer, but I could see it being cool. Like, and he's an interesting one too. He is like if Robert Pattinson did kind of go a little bit more mainstream with the handsomeness. And I think they're friends. I think a lot of those younger actors kind of know each other. Like I think him, Brian Cox, Andrew Garfield, they all lived in a house together for a while. So it's interesting to see all of their little, all their little careers. But yeah, so all that stuff will come out. So next week, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got some options. Maybe put some on the thing.
Who can say?
Until then, I've been at Nando V Movies on Twitter. I'm at Zippy by Day on all the platforms.
I'm at C Diggins exclusively on Bluesky, if it still exists.
Bye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.